dangerous. Get dangerous. Shameless. Basic. Shameless. Get dangerous. That's my.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Monday, my friends. Good to see you all here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Thank you for joining me on Saturday. Of course, no live stream yesterday as I had family obligations. We are back live again today. Benjamin, good to see you, man. Vaj, good to see you. JP, welcome. Atif, good to see you. Skyworker, welcome. Benjo, good to see you. Flight Simmer, good to see you. Sandra, good to see you. Quick Match, good to see you. Reg, good to see you, man. Cap Dom, welcome. Caleb Bockelman, good to see you. Anthony Baldo, welcome back, my friend. Hope all is well. Clive, good to see you. Max Medcraft, welcome. Unrealistically Stupid, good to see you, dude. Domas, good to see you. Leonard Grant, good to see you, my friend. Jay, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Greg Elwell, welcome. Yavuz, good to see you. Kept Quiet, good to see you. 49 Whiskey, what's up, my man? Been a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. College Dude, what's up, man? Captain M, good to see you. V Lee, good to see you. IYR, good to see you. Rohan, welcome. Xander, good to see you. MHS, good to see you. Extinct Ultimate, good to see you. Wi-Fi, good to see you. Lights00, good to see you. Sam, good to see you. Zachary Clo, good to see you. RJ's, good to see you. Jeremy, welcome back. Travis, good to see you. Daria, good to see you. Alexander, good to see you. Toasty Bad, good to see you. Sasha, hello, my friend. Welcome back. Aviation 108, good to see you. Welcome back, friends. Hope everybody's doing well. Great start to the week. We've got some fun flights planned for us today. We're going from Houston Hobby over to New Orleans over to Tampa Bay. Should be a great day of flying. A little bit of a shorter leg on the way there. We've got 50 minutes on the flight time from here to New Orleans, so it should be a quick little hop. We're going to get up to about, I think, 31,000 feet, and then we're going to start our descent down into New Orleans. Always fun into New Orleans, always interesting weather in New Orleans. Every time we land there, I swear we deal with some crazy thunderstorms or something like that, so should be a fun day of flying. Jody, good to see you. Dan, good to see you. Tim, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. Rob Reed, good to see you, man, from the West Coast. Hope all is well, dude, out there. Really smoky here today. I think we're dealing with some wildfires up north here in Ontario, and all that smoke has kind of pushed its way down here. It is not nice out there today. Like, beautiful day weather-wise, temperature-wise, but it is just the air. You can smell it in the air. It smells like forest fire. If you know, you know. Yuck Fu, what's up, man? Greg, good to see you, dude. Fun times with Ray and Nancy. Good to see you guys as well. Welcome back. Hope all is well. We have a wildfire 7 kilometers from my house. Damn. Be safe, dude. That's close for a wildfire, man. The wind shift, and I'd hate to have to worry about stuff like that, man. Luckily, where I live in Ottawa, we don't really have to worry about, like, forest fires and that type of stuff. So, yeah. Here you're getting smoke in Michigan. Yeah, I think it's definitely blowing down from north. So, I've had New Orleans since launch, and I haven't used it. Life keeps me busy sometimes. Good morning, Cap. Team, it's good to see you, my friend. Nice scenery, man. I think it's really great scenery, actually. Forest fires here also. Yeah, they're kind of everywhere right now, man. They're kind of everywhere right now. So welcome aboard, friends. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Really do appreciate it. As I mentioned, fun flights planned for us today. So let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We're going to get everything configured. Did everybody see the news this morning from Aerosoft? Did everybody see the news? If you haven't seen the news, Aerosoft is making an A330 Neo after the A330 releases. They're releasing an A330 Neo. So we're going to get an A330-900 Neo from I guess the base of the 330, and then they're going to turn that into a Neo, I guess. So pretty cool news this morning. I don't know if that's what I was expecting as their next project. I guess it makes sense that that would be their next project, but I would have thought that they would have kind of like gone towards something new and then maybe rolled back and gone to make it. I don't know, but regardless, should be cool. I mean, I kind of feel bad for the heavy division, not the heavy division, the, what the hell is it called, chat? You guys want me to fly it? I forget what it is, the A330 Neo that is in the sim right now. Kind of crazy, but I feel bad for those guys. So, news from PMDG 777? No, not yet. Bad forest fire here in northern Michigan near childhood home. They evacuated residents. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, headwind. Kind of sucks for headwind. That's for damn sure. Travis, thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed, dude. Cool. Let's start the GSX process, shall we? We'll request our boarding. Get these guys ready to rock and roll. Now, Aerosoft has blatant disregard for freeware groups time and time again. Here we go with the A330 Neo. I mean, I don't necessarily... here's the thing, right? Obviously, a payware distributor is going to do it better than a freeware distributor will. I don't think this necessarily discredits freeware. I think, you know, if you're perfectly fine with having a freeware airplane, I don't think there's anything wrong. I think this is good in the fact that it gives us options. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you want a higher fidelity, some people don't care, right? Some people aren't looking for a one-to-one. They don't really care if it's, you know, the cockpit modeling is on point or anything. Some people just want to have fun flying it, right? So I think it's good in the fact that they're going to be offering, you know, a different service, if you will, for those people that may not want a freeware. They may want something better than a freeware in a sense, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see, man. They should at least do the engine variants for 300 before doing another aircraft. The GE engines are iconic on the 300. I do find it's a little bit weird that it is only shipping with one engine variant. I do agree with you there. Most airplanes, when they're shipping now, are thinking about it. You know, key example is Phoenix with their A320. Obviously, with V2 coming, they plan on obviously releasing the IAE engines and stuff like that. So, yeah. Are Aerosoft going to work on a 340? I have no clue. That's something you'd have to go over to their forums and check out. So, yeah. Just got here. What sucks for headwind? I fly the headwind. Aerosoft this morning or last night, I think it was this morning, Aerosoft announced that they're going to be doing an A330 Neo after their A330 base comes out. So they're going to be doing an A330 900 Neo. So not necessarily bad news, but just, you know, if you're the development group of the headwind, you go, well, how do we compete with a, you know, with a payware Aerosoft studio, right? So, yeah. A330 Neo smells like a PMDG 737-600. Almost no one flies it. Strange decision, if you ask me. I mean, it makes sense, Kevin, right? They've already got the modeling, right? They've already done the A330, so they already have the modeling. Really, the only thing that changes is wingtips, probably some internal stuff under the hood as far as like fuel burn and engine stuff, and then the engines change. That's pretty much it, and boom, you have a brand new airplane. So I also understand what you're saying. Not a lot of people are flying it. I'm hoping that in the next coming years it's going to become more popular. I think it will. I think you're going to start to see more carriers, probably carriers that operate the A330 right now, may look at switching it. I'd be interested to see if Air Canada is going to end up switching it over or something like that along those lines. But it makes sense, like from a business perspective and from a company's perspective. If you've already got the modeling, you know, just like you said, just like PMDG, right? Why not make the whole PMG lineup? You already have the cockpit, you already have the fuselage, you already have everything there. So why not do a 600, 700, 800, 900, right? It makes sense, right? In theory, but yeah, the stream is breaking up. Nope, the stream is not breaking up. I would check your internet connection. It is not me. Aerosoft will never actually... oh, it is cutting up? The voice is breaking up? Okay, hold on a second then. I just checked. Everything looked fine. Give me a sec. I'll restart the stream. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, we should be back. Let me know if we have any more issues. Just refresh the stream and it's all good now. It might have just been on YouTube's end. I don't know. I restarted the stream. If you guys have any issues, just refresh. Everything should be fine. If more than a couple people are mentioning that there's an issue, then yeah, we'll obviously do it. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Anyway, should be good now. If you are having issues, just refresh. Refresh your stream if it's still doing it, guys. Just refresh your stream. Cool. Let's jump inside the cockpit. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. Let's go upstairs. Let's go ahead and get our battery switch to the on position. We'll get the ground power on as well. Beautiful. That'll bring the aircraft to life. Great. Let's go ahead all the way up top. We're going to get our IRS set to the nav position, left side and right side. It's cutting in and out. Like I said, guys, try and refresh. If you're having any issues, refresh the stream. For those of you having issues, just hit the refresh button. It should fix the issues. I believe this is a YouTube. I don't think it's on my end. I just think it's on YouTube being weird today. Aft fuel pump can come on. Everything else looks good. You're on bat bus. You're on ground power. Everything looks great there. We'll get the chime only on. Everything's good there. We'll get the window heats on. Good. Everything looks fine here. Hydraulic pumps stay off. Everything's great there. APU bleed can stay off for now. Everything looks good there. We're going up to 31,000 feet, so we'll bug up 31,000 in our pressurization panel. Logo light can go on. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. Everything looks good there. Mitchell Taylor dropping the $10 donation. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for support. I really do appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, dude. Captain, how do you get the ground power to automatically ready to ground power? You usually have to go to the FMC and connect the ground power and help. Flight Simmer, so what you have to do, man, is you have to set a custom. So if you go to PMDG setup, you need to do a panel state save. So what I like to do is I like to go into panel state load. I put cold and dark, right? And then from there, if you hold the menu button, you can get the FMC to turn on.
Doing an A330 200 and 300 with all the engines and new body.
Well, that's pretty cool. So there you go. Good news there. Thanks so much, Mitchell. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge enough floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, put it in cold and dark. Come here, hold down the menu button. That'll turn on the FMC. And then you're going to go into the FS actions, go to ground services, and make sure that your ground power is connected. And then go back and save your panel state. So if you go to PMDG setup, panel state save, or panel state load, you'll see that I have my own here, which is CD, cold and dark. So that's my cold and dark, which is what the airplane loads on every time. If you're stuck, you can go to the PMDG YouTube channel. They actually have a great tutorial of how to set custom panel states. PMDG YouTube channel. Yeah. Have you tried Tolos A330 Neo for X-Plane 12? No, not interested, Martin. Sorry, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Martin. I have negative interest in paying $90+ for a jet that I can fly for free in Microsoft. I understand it's Tolos, they make good planes, there may be some variation and differences in the airplane. I'm not a real pilot, I'm not training to be a real pilot, I'm not pretending to be a real pilot. I have no interest in paying that kind of money for something that I can get for free in a different sim. Yeah, I think I have nothing but respect for Tolos, but I do not see eye to eye with this release. I just feel this is a I don't want to say a cash grab, but I almost feel like we're at that level where Tolos kind of just minimum amount of work forward. They already have an A320, they already have the cockpit layout, they already have everything. They already have the engines from the A321 Neo that they've done. It just seems like a very lazy way to charge $90 for a product. And like I said, man, I have nothing but respect for Tolos. Fellow Canadian developer, I respect them, but yeah, I'm just not interested in paying that kind of money to go and fly that thing. It's possible to get the HUD on the co-pilot side. I'm not sure, Samuel. I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Have you heard the new Flybow R380 sounds? I have. Yes, I have. Yep. I have Daisy treats in my pocket. I was wondering what was in my pocket. Those are Daisy's treats for when we're on a walk. Okay, flight number today, we are southwest. What are we? 1240. So we'll bug that up into there. Beautiful. We'll activate and execute that. Wonderful. That looks good to me. Let's go back to our menu page. We're going to go to FS Actions. We're going to go to Payload. We're going to load up our payload here today. So we're looking for a zero fuel weight of 61.9. Oh, everything's in. Hold on. Let me return. I don't know why it would have reset that. Go to FS Actions. Nope. PMGG setup, aircraft equipment, and we're looking for, I thought it was in here, I can't ever remember where the weights are. Maybe it's not in this one, maybe it's displays. Yes, there it is, kilograms. Good, cool, return, good, wonderful. FS actions, we're going to payload, we're looking for 61.9 on the zero fuel weight. Good, 177 passengers on board, that is correct. Fuel for today's flight, 5.6. Again, not a very long flight today, chat. 5.6 is plugged in. Good. Back to the FMC. Let's go to our departure and arrival tab, and let's go ahead and grab our IFR clearance, shall we? So, if we bump up here, we have a quick little look-see. Oh, ATC was online, but it looks like ATC went offline. Okay, no problem. So we'll just go ahead and plan everything accordingly here. Let's have a quick little look and see what the weather is doing. Sorry, I may have misheard you. Did you say the A330 is now in the sim? No. The the Aerosoft announced this morning that they are making, after they released their A330, they're doing an A330 Neo. A330 Neo. Yeah. Not to mention, 2012, as a base sim is in the gutter right now. It's unstable and poorly optimized. I would agree with you. Winds are 060 at 5 knots. 060 at 5 knots. What are we going to take for departure, guys? I guess 13 right would make the most sense. Yeah, 13 right, or runway 4 maybe even would make sense, but you know what? Let's go with runway 4. I don't know if they use it very often here in Houston, but runway 4 makes sense, right? So we'll go with that. Excuse me. Wow. I'm happy I got that one. All right, let's go on the Iloco 6 departure out of runway 4 with the LLA transition. We'll execute that. Good. We'll go to our arrivals. We're planning 4. Let's see what the weather is doing here in New Orleans. KMSY. Hey man, could you do a video with RFS Flight Simulator Mobile? No thanks, unfortunately, man. No. Don't you know I'm Iloco 080 at 8, scattered at 2200, scattered at 3900, broken at 14,000, broken at 25,000. Whoosh. That is some nasty weather, chat. Okay, so we're going to plan for the ILS runway 11. We'll pin that. Good. Let's go ahead and plan for that. We're going to be on the... What was it? The Audad 1 from LSU. No, actually, we don't have any transition. We want to plan for the ILS 11, and our transition... If we open up our charts, there's the Audad. We're coming in here. Audad is here, and we've got Voodoo. Can we select Voodoo? Or is it only Audad? It's only Audad. So we'll select Audad. Beautiful. We'll scroll through here. We'll make sure that that all looks good. Yeah, see, I knew that that was going to get a little bit messed up. So we'll come and we'll bring that all the way up to there. So it should be Audad, Voodoo, Turtle, Mudbug, and then runway 11. Beautiful. Cool. That all looks good to me. I'm happy with that. Let's come over here. Zero fuel weight today, 61.9. Planned fuel 5.6. Reserve, we're going to go with 2. We're looking for a cost index of 55. Looking for a cruise level today of 310. Our average wind component is going to be 199 at 2. There's literally no wind right now. It's kind of crazy. Transition altitude 18,000 feet as we are in North America. Let's go to our N1 limits here today. No derate on the takeoff. We're just going to leave everything the way that it is there. We're going to do a flaps 5 departure. Takeoff CG 19.0. And then we've got our V speeds up here today. Beautiful. That looks good, chat. We're just finishing up the boarding process. And I will say hello to everybody in chat. You sent me a DM. Okay, thank you, Badger. I will have a look at that after stream. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Cap, your cockpit configuration changed with the liveries in the PMGG. Mine seem to be the same on every livery. Yeah, mine do, Jerome. Yeah, every livery should be dependent on how the carrier operates it, you know. Justin, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well. Good to see you, man. Only one leg today? No, we're going from Houston to New Orleans, and then New Orleans over to Tampa Bay. Gonna go fly into Vertical Sim Tampa Bay. Last time we flew into Vertical Sims Tampa Bay, we were in the ATR, and I had a bunch of terrain issues, which have since been fixed. So I want to fly back to Tampa Bay without having any crazy terrain issues and stuff like that. So excited for that one. Yeah. I was just watching a video on IEs, and CFM sounds in the IEs are a nicer sound. It's a little bit of a deeper sound, I find. Yeah. Thanks for a little tip. Why do you put the bats to bat bus? That's just the battery bus. I don't know if you have to do that. It's just something that I do with my checklist. Yeah. Southwest doesn't use eyebrow windows. You're correct. And there is no eyebrow windows. If you're new to my stream or if you're new to the PMDG, if you actually bring my view outside, you can see that I don't have any eyebrow windows installed on the airplane. What you are seeing is I've actually tricked the camera. The camera that you're looking at is actually this view, but it's backed out. So for some reason, whenever you trick the camera system, the way that PMDG renders the eyebrow windows is that they are always there. There's no way to fix this. It's been brought up on the PMDG forums. There's no way to fix this. It's just a graphical glitch or bug, if you will. It's just the way that the model renders itself, is that the eyebrow windows are always there, even if you have them turned on or off. So when you trick the camera system like I've done, the camera thinks we're actually this view right now, but I've obviously bugged it and I've tricked it and we're actually outside of the airplane and that's why it's doing that. Gotta shoot the Southwest Sarasota approach sometime. It was an awesome approach when I flew it. It is a good approach, yeah. Do we need an eyebrow command? Depends. Sometimes people like really get hardcore about it. Most people don't give a shit about it, but some people get really hardcore about it. All right, we need to board up the last 7 passengers here, so let's go ahead and spool up the APU. Get that going. We'll jump outside. We can listen to the APU spooling up. There's 2 airplanes on each other right now, a Southwest and an American. I don't know if one of you wants to move. Scott, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope all is well. There's the boarding process. Beautiful. And the EPU is spooling up, as you can hear it. Someone spawned on you? Oh, okay. Cap, I fixed my rudder issues I've been having for 2 months. I'm so proud of myself. What'd you do, Luke's? What was going on with it? Ask Robert privately and respond for a bug, but no one else has it. That's weird, Jerome. Very weird, man. That's how an A318 is born. Nice. All right, wait for the APU generators to come online, and then we'll prepare for our pushback. There's APU gens on. Move our APU gen on. APU bleed on. Good. Fuel pumps are coming on. Seatbelt signs are on. Anti-collision light is on. GSX. Let's prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. Kyle's Aviation, what's up, man? Welcome back, dude. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming to hang out today. Appreciate you being here, my man. Wonder if V-Pilot creators could put in a command to inform pilots that the gates they're trying to spawn at is occupied.
We're ready for pushback.
Yeah, I don't know, Ken. I don't know if we'd ever be able to do that, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure if we could. I don't know. I do not know. I mean, in theory, it's a great theory. I'm just not quite sure how feasible it would be on paper, you know? As there is no ATC online today, per customs, we're going to squawk 2000. We'll turn that on in reporting. Good. And we can go and get our auto brake to RTO. And we can bug up some. Actually, we'll just put in... Actually, we'll wait for the auto brake. We'll just put in 10,000 for now. And it's looking like 149 on the rotation speed. 737-600 flies like a paper plane. Like, it feels light. It is very light. Yeah. Do you think GSX will ever come to Xbox? I don't think so, Flight Simmer. No, I don't think so, man. I think there's too much going on in the background. I just don't think so, man. Yeah. Well, there's not too hot in Ireland. I think I'd rather be covered in snow in Canada. Listen, yeah, you know, everybody says that. I'm gonna let you be honest. You're gonna be sick of snow after about a week. You're probably not gonna want to deal with it. Shoveling, driving, slipping on it, it's just not fun, man. Not fun. I always squawk 1701 when there's no ATC. Good to see you, Andy. Welcome back, man. Hope all's well, dude. We're going tail to the right. Waiting for you to dismiss. Yes. Okay, let's come down here. We'll come down here. We'll go to ground services. Release you. Release you. Good. There we go. We're ready to go. And here comes the pushback. There it is. Beautiful. And upstairs, bleed pressure is looking good. Everything else is looking fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and get engine number 2 over to ground. And we'll come down here. Start valve is open. N2% is on the rise. Hate the 737-200 because those long engines stretching under the wing, those are badass engines though, man. Those are the JT8Ds. Those are iconic engines through the 80s and 90s. Iconic, iconic. Let's go ahead and introduce fuel to engine number 2. Use the twist action on my stick. I had left and right rudder on the axis, not knowing that it was an axis, so I deleted one of the inputs, and it works because the twist is on its own axis. 5 head. At least you figured it out. People say they couldn't live in Texas because it's too hot, but a wise person once said you don't have to shovel the heat. That's exactly it. Exactly it, my man. Hey, you got air conditioning? Good enough for me. Good enough for me, man. 020 at 9 in Cleveland. Cleveland's a nice day. Hydraulic pumps on. You're supposed to wait until pushback. So I had a pushback driver in here not too long ago, and he was telling me if you turn on the hydraulic pumps during pushback, it'll actually like swing the pushback cart around. So you wait till pushback is complete and then you get your hydraulic pumps on. Otherwise, you have a chance of pushing the tug. Can really mess with the tug. I always used to put the hydraulic pumps on before pushback as well, and then he told me not to do it. They don't do it in real life, so I said okay. Start valve open, N2 percentage rising on engine number 1. Did like 2 hours of research and I couldn't find a conclusion, so I just started messing around in a bunch of settings. There you go. I'm on Xbox. I'm waiting for liveries to come out. It's included in the pack. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do for liveries, man. I'm not quite sure how that works with Xbox. Introduce fuel number 1. Brett, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Happy Monday to you as well, man.
Unlocking gear.
Wait, Justin, are you saying hydraulics on or hydraulics off? Cap, don't use the wing light. Remember, I guess the passengers are going blind.
Truck disconnected. Bypassing.
Yeah, they're off for pushback. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. Justin also pushes planes for Southwest, so I'm gonna trust Justin. He does this in real life. The bypass pin disengages the steering. Got you. Thank you. Cool. All right, now we can get the hydro pumps on. Now we can go ahead and get our engine generators 1 and 2 on. APU bleed goes off, packs to auto, isolation valve to auto, yaw dampers on, probe heats on. You're over to Gen 1. Everything looks great. APU's off, start switch is continuous, taxi light comes on. And we're looking good. We can do a recall. Good. Flaps. 5 degrees for takeoff, and our trim today, 5.67. Right about there should be good with me. How was the food yesterday? It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Cool. Park brakes off. Let's do it, chat. Auto brake to RTO. It's weird, man. It doesn't like going over to RTO unless you've got the park brakes on. There we go. Park brake off. Beautiful. All right, initial 10,000. I'm going to bug up 040. Good. And flight director, left side, right side, auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV. Beautiful. Ram, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. What do you think the next Thrustmaster product will be? I already know what it's going to be, but I can't speak about it. You'll find out at Flight Sim Expo, Friday the 23rd? Yeah, Friday the 23rd, you'll find out. The Americans, I don't know why Sasha's liveries always do this. You must have like a keybind or something weird going on. I don't know. Kyle's Aviation, thanks so much for your business class subscription, my man. Huge note floaties too, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate that, man. That is extremely kind of you, my man. All right, 122 decimal. Let's see what everybody else is planning to do here for their departures. These guys are all taxiing through the ramp area. I don't know why they're going that way. Thanks so much, Kyle. I appreciate you, dude. Guys, let's get some huge no floaties in chat for our newest member, Kyle. Thanks so much, man. Welcome to business class, dude. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Custom emojis, all that fun stuff. I think everybody's going to runway 4. Houston traffic, Southwest 1240. Which runway is everybody planning? Runway 4?
I'm going for runway 4, but crossing, but some of them going for runway 22, it looks like.
Alright, Sasha's going to runway 4 with us.
Just make it interesting if everybody go off a different one.
That'll make it interesting.
Walk 2462 across in the big runway here. 13 right. Houston.
And the American
Jet fuel smells better than forest fires. Yes, it does. 100%. 100% it does. Yes, yes. Right, they're crossing runways. We're going to hold short. There's a Southwest right now, I believe, who's going to be departing off of 13 right. So we're going to wait for him. Reed, what's up, man? 120 knot direct crosswind flying from NFF and NZAA. Sheesh. That's a gnarly crosswind, man. Hopefully in a big plane that can deal with that, right? Gonna start to learn the 737-700. Really fun airplane, man. Really fun airplane. Imagine that Thrustmaster product line that Tiller and Captain knew about it all along. Alright, we're going to hold short for him. And Southwest departing 13 right, we're holding short for you. String Mean, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Sounds like jet fuel every time you board the 7.3. Yes and no. I actually find you get more of like the diesel smell from all the, you know, the baggage loaders and carts and stuff like that. So, what plane are you flying on to the expo? I am on an A220. Air Canada A220. Ooh, chat, look at that. Those clouds are ominous out there. Alright, I believe he's departing. Oh, he's not departing, you're taxiing. Okay, got you. Then we will cross the runways. Alrighty, Southwest 1240's crossing 13 right and left for Houston. He is on the taxiway, JP, yeah.
Hey, you can office Tampa 45 we are connecting runway 13 right.
Flight Sim Expo blog? Yes, we're going to get all kinds of Flight Sim Expo content.
Fox traffic walk 2462, line up runway 4, Hobby.
Nicholas, if you open up the sensitivity settings for your rudders, see if you can, there's a slider that you can move up and down. So. Members only vlog? No, I don't think we'll get some members only. We may get some members only content, but most likely it's going to be shared throughout everybody. Yeah. Reactivity, Nicholas, is what you're looking for. Reactivity. So open up, go to your rudder pedals, look at the bottom, and yeah. Do you have the latest NVIDIA driver? I heard they fixed the CTD issues with the latest version. I'm not, Dan. I'm on the beta, so I'm on an older driver from like March. Yeah. You can also add a dead zone. Yeah, Andy is correct. If you add like a 1 or 2 degree dead zone, it makes it so like it takes a little bit more effort to move the pedal. Andy's 100% correct. I think I have a 1% dead zone, same as on my yoke, a 1% dead zone. Yeah. Usually works well.
And American 652 line up.
New drivers work like a champ. Yeah, apparently NVIDIA and Microsoft work together on the drivers. So.
3709 on taxi roll 413 right. Takeoff roll starting 13 right.
We think the new Headwind 330. Haven't flown it yet. We may fly it next week. We'll have a look soon. But to binge watch my boss baby back in the crib after takeoff, then I come back for landing. Sounds good, mate. Play Xbox in my Thrustmaster DC Airbus pack. The throttle is really sensitive. I push less than 1 centimeter and it goes to 75% power. Any help? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure what could be causing that. Yeah. How do you get the eyebrow windows? You do everything in here. Yeah. Flew the Headwind 330. It's quite good. Nice. I think we're going to fly it next week, Ride Dog. We're going to have a little peek at it next week. Also, Ride Dog, I saw you I saw your reaction to Blue Sky Star's Facebook post this morning. I need some of what this guy's on, dude. I need some of what this guy is on, man. This guy has just got to be... What a character, man. Holy macaroni. Since all the PMG 737, there's a different version like the BDSF, the BBJ, etc. Can you explain the differences of which one should I fly for the first time? Fly whichever one you want, man. The BDSF is a cargo variant. The BBJ is a Boeing business jet. I would just fly the regular 737-800. Rydog. I see everything, Rydog. Come on, man. Content creator. Every morning I have a routine. Answer all the messages on Facebook, all the messages on Discord, everything else in between. Sasha, don't reverse on the runway.
The Southwest waiting for runway 13 right, just depart, because I'm waiting for the company in front of me for 1 more minute.
BBJ has more range? Yes. Yeah, but it's not a passenger variant.
Tampa 4555, on the traffic, we are departing runway 10 right.
I'm not sure why he keeps... it's obviously a glitch with his model. It's only Sasha's airplanes that do this. His gear comes up and down. I don't know why. And he likes to move backwards on the runway. Must be that Brexit internet. No, he's definitely moving backwards. So I can see him pushing the brakes. Sasha's like that guy that owns a standard car. You know, you pull up to a light and he's just constantly rolling back and then moving forward. And then putting it in neutral, rolling back and then moving forward. Rolling back and moving forward. You know, those guys that love the sound of their engines on their little Honda Civic, 1999 Honda Civic Turbo.
And American 632
Bishop, what's up, man? Good to see you.
American 632 departing out of runway. Yep.
Planning your self-test, exactly. Exactly. Houston traffic, Southwest 1240, lining up runway 04 behind the departing American. Houston. I'm that guy, Captain. Nice. I used to be that guy. Now I drive an automatic Corolla. Grandpa status has been achieved. That's because his gear lever is up in the sim, but the wheels aren't. Happened to me. Ah, got you. So maybe he does it so he doesn't forget. Maybe he just puts gear up on the ground so he doesn't forget when he gets in the air, right? Alrighty, there he goes. And we're all lined up, ready to go. Look at the weather out here today, chat. Not very nice. Those are some big boy clouds. Had a 1995 Ford Escort Standard. Revved all 4 cylinders with pride. Nice. Did you feel stutters with 35? Nope. It's flight sim, right? It's not Call of Duty, man. You don't have to have 160 FPS or 240 FPS. It's flight sim, man. There's minimal movements. Minimal camera and head movement, so good old grandpa. Hey, man. I'll be driving this car for 10 years without having to take it to the mechanic. That's really what I have signed up for. After the amount of work that I put in on my old one. I could have sworn there was somebody on 13 right. Maybe not. We'll see. Exactly, Robin. Yep. We're still have a rough storm today in Houston. It looks like it, Benjamin. Holy. Yeah.
And American 652 going in their heading 070 degrees to avoid the traffic who's departing out runway 13 right.
It's just get worse this afternoon, damn. Let's get rid of all of this. Houston, get away from the rain. I want nice weather for when I'm there in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. 16 days, chat. I will be in Houston. Hanging out. Getting all kinds of terrible food for me. It'll be a great time.
Going direct to Echo Lima, Charlie. No, going direct to Echo Lima, Oscar Charlie, Oscar for American.
Corollas are hella reliable, unlike my 92 E34 with tranny issues. Yeah, 92. Jeez. All right, friends, let's do it. I don't know why my camera keeps getting so off. I guess that's good right about there. That should be normal. All right, cool. Let's do it. You guys ready to go? I am ready to go. Sounds are going up. Enjoy the departure, my friends. Houston traffic, Southwest 1240, departing runway 4, Houston. Throttle's up to 50%. Let's go, chat. Chrono is on, and Toga. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. Thank you. Ross checked. Oh, I forgot to put in my V speeds. Anyways, V1 rotate. I have them right here. It was 149.
Positive rate of climb. Rotate.
Nice. Gear up. V1 rotate. As we're already airborne. Chat, there's the hotel we're staying at. We just flew over the hotel. Alright, nose over. Gain some speed. Auto brake is off. Gear is locked. Gear is locked. Climb power's in. Let's go flaps up, position 1. 3,000 feet, we'll send ourselves right direct Iloco. There's 3,000 feet, we'll go right turn direct Iloco, we'll execute that. Let's go flaps clean. Pitch for climb. Alright, 5,000 feet. Autopilot's going on. Back up into the flight deck. Sounds are coming back here just a little bit. Beautiful departure. Wasn't too bumpy or too windy, actually. Pretty calm. Let's bug up our cruise altitude today. 31,000 feet. There we go. 31,000 is in. Beautiful. Looking good. Cool. When you select flaps 1 and flaps up after departure, what are the speeds? It should show you on here. So you actually see where it says flaps up, that means flaps clean. So it'll actually show you a 1, a 2, and then an up. So if you just pay attention to your speed tape here, it should say when you should be able to bring your flaps up. When my turn-offs, taxi lights are off, wing lights are off as well. We'll leave seat belts and landing lights on till 10,000 feet. Looking good. Jarvis, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great Monday. Jorge, my friend, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Appreciate you as always, Jorge. Thanks so much, man. If becoming a pilot was free, would you go up your channel to become a pilot? Good question. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about it, man. Things are completely different now with Daisy getting older and me owning a property and... You know, do I really want to miss out? Do I really want to be gone all the time? Do I really want to be on the road, 6 months, 8 months out of the year? Not being able to see my dog, my fiance, my property, help with the property. I don't know. It would take some serious sitting down and figuring out. 10,000 feet, landing lights are off, start switches are off, and we're getting rocked a little bit around, so we're going to keep our seatbelt signs on until we get up and above all these clouds. These do not look like nice clouds, chat. I mean, they look beautiful, but they look like they're angry clouds. Yes. Jorge, thanks for support, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. What is the FPS on the Taurus compared to the Zebo? I don't know if there is much... I don't know if there is much difference, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I think X-Plane 12, the performance and the optimization in X-Plane 12 is just not good right now, so I'm not quite sure what there is. Yeah. I want to see the barbecue is better, Carolina or Texas barbecue. Oh man, can't wait for FSC. Shaquille, you're going to be there, right, my man? You're going to be there, hopefully? I think. Also, Shaquille, you're on the SoCal crew for World Flight as well, correct? Am I thinking of a different Shaquille O'Neal? Pretty sure it's you. I agree with you, Cap. Personally, I would feel really left out from everything. It's just at the age I'm at now, man. If I was younger, sure, you know, didn't have a fiance, didn't have a dog, didn't have mortgage payments, sure. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But yeah. How do you get the blur effect on the PMGG planes? I think it should always be there, shouldn't it be? Cam, Colorado, 6 months. Appreciate you, my man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. Says, cannot wait for FS Expo. Thanks for the good content, as always. Huge no floaties to you, man. It's going to be a blast. Going to be a great time, that is for sure, man. Going to be a great time. Yes, sir, I will be there. I told work, do what you want because I won't be there. And yes, I'm on the team. Awesome. Cool. Sweet. Should be a blast, dude. Rob gifting 10 members to the channel. Unbelievable, man. Huge no floaties to you, Rob. Thank you so much for the support, my man. I really do appreciate you. That is unbelievably kind. Guys, if you just got a gifted membership from Rob, please make sure you say thank you. Unbelievably kind of him. Thank you so much, Rob. Glad to see your health is getting better, man. Everything's looking up and up from here, man. Obviously, no medicine yet, but we'll get there eventually, my man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for your support, man. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you say thank you, guys. Texas barbecue is better, just a strong emphasis on beef. Meats cooked over pecan, post oat mesquite, and some hickory. I've heard that a lot of Texas barbecue, like there's no sauce on it. Like they'll give you barbecue sauce on the side, but a lot of Texas barbecue, there's no sauce. It's all about the dry rub. And I heard that they use like a lot of peppered dry rubs. Yeah, allowed small amounts of medicine. Hey, nice, dude. Good. Just no coughing. Time to make vanilla Coke. Ooh. Finished work early, was able to take off behind you just in time. Nice. Cap, what do you think on the finals, Panthers versus Vegas? I gotta be honest with you, man. If there was ever a finals that I really have no inclination of watching, it's this one. I don't have anything against those teams, but I've never followed those teams, so I don't really care, man. I'd like to see Mark Stone just because he was an Ottawa Senator. He left Ottawa because he felt that he would never be able to win a cup in his prime with Ottawa, and I totally get that. He also he voiced his opinion. He was not a fan of the late Ottawa Senators owner, and I don't think a lot of us are. Yeah, I'd like to see Mark Stone get one, but yeah, it's tough to like want to watch it when I just, like I said, I just don't care about either team, to be honest with you, man. But I don't know. There's a few players that I'd like to see win, but yeah. Naga, what's up, man? 7 months. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties. Thank you for supporting the streams. Really do appreciate you, man. This is another month. Enjoying the streams. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. We do love our sauce too, though, but you're right. Brisket needs a lot of tangy rub. Interesting. Hey, Cap, what monitor I use? Zachary, ! Monitor in chat, my friend. Yeah. Guys, why is the parking brake so hard to release on the 737? I've tried the brake pressure to release switch, no combination. The controls seem to want to release it. Any ideas? 3Dev, just like in the real airplane, your toe brakes have to be down. So if you're trying to release it, just hit your brakes. Tap your brakes and it should release the park brake. When you want to set your park brake, park brakes need to be all the way in, and then you pull the park brake handle, just like it is in the real aircraft. Yeah. You have no roading interest after the Caps missed it. Lofts the Florida played insanely great hockey. I mean, they've played great hockey and stuff, but it's just like I said, man. It's hard to be interested in just I have no interest in those teams, right? So I watch the highlights and everything, but I'm not watching the games live. Like I'll watch the 10-minute NHL network after the game and stuff. So for me, I don't have to press the toe brakes to release the park brake. Is that weird? I don't know. You may have to. That may be a setting that you have. I don't know. Could be a specific setting. I'm not quite sure. For some reason working though, wish it would be that easy. It's weird, man. Maybe head over to the PMDG forums and see if there's anybody else that is having the same issues as you, maybe. I don't know. Pardon me, that would be my best bet. Alright, we're going to release the cabin. Hopefully the worst is gone. I have hiccups, chat. Oh no. Hiccups are the worst. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, we're back. Just have to hold my breath and chug some water. What's your go-to Salt Lake City scenery? We unfortunately don't have any. We're waiting for PacSim to release their Salt Lake City. As soon as PacSim releases their Salt Lake City, we will be, we'll have a good Salt Lake City. It looks really great if you haven't seen the pictures. There's 2 settings for brakes, simplistic and realistic. Ah, there you go. So maybe try and put it on simplistic. 3dev for having issues. Try and put your brakes on simplistic, maybe. The default Salt Lake City is so bad, dude. It's, yeah. The default airports will, you know, I was really excited when the simulator released about how they were saying that they've, like, you know, thousands of handcrafted airports, you know, and stuff, and oh boy. The default airports in Microsoft Flight Simulator look like apartment buildings. They look like condo buildings. They're atrocious. Are you telling me you didn't pick up the Bredock Salt Lake City? Ugh, dude, I cannot believe that. I can't believe that people actually buy his products, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. What kind of PC do I have? Exclamation point specs in chat, man. That should provide you with the link, or should show you what I'm running. Cruising altitude today is 31,000 feet. 31,000 feet. They actually wanted 290. We're going to 31. Default Newark was an apartment complex. Yeah, it's atrocious. Atrocious. They're adding a 330 in Microsoft? Yes. Well, they're not a payware one, Noah. There's a freeware A330 Neo right now if you wanted to fly it. But yeah. You prefer the Bredock 737 to the PMDG 737? Ugh. Can't even believe people support that stuff, man. Can't believe it. Flight Tampa Boston came out last week. So it gives me hope that YYZ should come out for those on Xbox. That would be cool. Yeah. That would be awesome. Anchorage has the worst default runways ever. When I land there at night in the sim, it feels like I'm off-roading in a jet. Jeez. There's a good payware Anchorage, Mitchell, you should check out. Great payware, actually. Yeah, it is good, Sonny. I mean, it's going to give everybody an option, right? It'll give people an option with the payware Aerosoft. Pardon me. And then it'll give people an option with the freeware as well, so that's always good, right? I think it's great that we have options. There is a Juno payware? There is, yes. Oh, got you, Mitchell. Got you. We'd love to see a 7.5 in Microsoft. Yes, there's one in development, the Bluebird 7.5, and it actually looks really well done. It looks like it's got proper VNAV, LNAV, speed constraints, holding. It looks like it's going to be a pretty promising project thus far. If you haven't seen it, you can Google it, YouTube it. Bluebird Simulation 757. Looks really good. I think Anchorage is bad. Try default Seattle airplane strut makers are rolling in their grave. Oh, boy. Yeah, I saw that flight simmer. That's, I mean, like I said, dude, the whole Xbox thing, being on Xbox and you guys just being starved for anything is kind of like the problem. I think that's what leads to a lot of these developers just pushing out half-assed garbage, is just because there's no competition, right? There is competition now with PMDG on the marketplace and stuff, but how long it took 3 years for the simulator, right? The sim's been out for 3 years, coming up on 3 years in August, and it took over 2.5 years to get a default airliner on Xbox. So it makes sense why there's developers like BreeDoc and stuff out there, but I hope now that now with the likes of PMDG on Xbox and some of the other ones that are coming to Xbox, just Flite with their lineup of airplanes, the BAE 146 and stuff, hopefully this spells the end for BreeDoc and Captain Sim and all those other guys. One can hope, at least. One can hope. Default Indianapolis is terrible. You can't taxi without being stuck in a hole. Yeah, I'd also love to see them, which kind of sucks because they've done how many USA updates? I think we're on 2 now, right? World updates for the USA. So, yeah, I'd like to see that fixed, man. Hey, Gab, how are you? Picked up the YYC, YEG, and YVR scenery. Nice, very cool. Told I need to uninstall the stock scenery, but I can't seem to find them as I search for your tutorial found. Do I leave it as is? Yeah, Keith, as long as you don't have any freewares running in the background, you should be perfectly fine, man. Yeah, the only time you would need to delete any other scenery is if you had freewares running in the background. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, my friend. Also, I'm going to link you guys here to all of the wonderful peripherals that we are using today. Of course. At least Latin VSR is way better on the Xbox people than the BreeDoc, etc. I haven't seen any of the Latin VFR airplanes. I don't know if they're better. I've heard that they're okay, mediocre, but again, I've never really flown with any of them or anything. So, Cap, on Xbox, my Sims keeps crashing. Do you know what I can do? I have no clue, my man. I'm sorry, dude. I've never used the Xbox version, so my support is very limited of what I'd be able to do, man. Davis, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. My sky in Microsoft is looking super bright. Do you know if I can turn down the brightness anywhere? You should be able to, yeah. Check your monitor settings as well. Maybe you've got HDR turned on. You want to have HDR off and then HDR in the sim. Or for your monitor and for Windows, turn HDR off. The BA 146 for console has Navigraph integration. Yes, I saw that. Pretty cool. I'm using the fly-by-wire mode. It's pretty good. Yeah, mod, yeah. Latin VFR on Xbox is basically Captain Sim for Xbox. Default 320 systems, just some better cockpit design and stuff. How much are they charging? Isn't it like 20 bucks or something? I don't even know. Hello, I don't know if you remember me. I used to watch back then. I also used to ask so many questions. Cody, what's up, man? Welcome back. I don't remember the name, but welcome back, man. Quick question about the TCA Boeing Yoke. While using the throttle add-on, is it better to adjust one throttle and have the other one act as a dummy? I mean, that's completely up to you, Toasty. I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer. I prefer having individual sticks. So if I move one, it moves left engine. If I move the right one, it moves the right engine. Engine 1, 2. I prefer that, but everybody's their own, man. I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer, to be honest with you. Chat, top of descents in 38 miles. As I said, very short flight today for this initial flight. We're going to forecast our descent winds. We'll pull that open, and we'll also grab the most recent METAR for MSY. We'll see what they're doing. He got, how do you download FSUIPC for the LRM? Go to the FSUIPC website, Smitty. Go to the FSUIPC website, my friend. All right, we're going to load up our winds. We're going to execute that. Wonderful. There's more wind at 6,000 feet than there is at 25,000 feet. Just bananas. Yes, the winds are now gusting. Beautiful. We've got some thunderstorms as well coming into MSY as per normal. This is very, very fitting for Captain Canada's flying in today, so got to give him the best weather. Make me work for my landings once again. 2991 is our altimeter. We'll plug that in. Beautiful. Cool. Top descent 32 miles. We can work on some other things here while we're doing, before we start the descent. We can actually go ahead and plug in some frequencies. So 1099 and 106. We're going to bug up 106 in here. 106 left side. 106 right side. Good. Pardon me. And then ILS frequency 1099. Bug that up. 1099. Bug you up. Good. Cool. And then we need our minimums. Minimums today 204. 204. Nice and easy on that. Beautiful. Cool. Also had the problem with the PMG 737 where the LNAV won't arm before departure. That can be because you haven't configured the FMC correctly. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't do it. Usually it's either a bug with the FMC, the nav data, or you just haven't plugged it in correctly. I also do receive that sometimes just because the nav data might be off, but yeah. Odd 1 arrival, what do we need to be at? We need to be at turbojets landing other than Louis Armstrong. No, it's not us. Voodoo. It doesn't really give me altitudes. What are we intercepting at? 4,000 at Turtle. So let's bug up 4,000 then. That'll be our descent. 4,000. Good. Okay, Sasha. We'll love to see some Alaskan ops soon, like Juneau to somewhere. Yeah, we should be good to do some, would be cool to do some milk runs and stuff like that. Now that we've got some scenery and some stuff out there. Yeah. How do you delete speed restrictions? I don't know. Well, you would just replace it. So if like there was a speed restriction on your legs page, you would just slash and then whatever speed you wanted, or sorry, 290 and then slash the altitude if there was one like that. Would look like that, or however you want it. I think you can put like, if you wanted to be like Mach, you could be like Mach 79/320 or something like that, and then you would select on the right side, you'd select one of these on there. It's kind of what you would do. Also find LNAV doesn't arm because of a turn just after takeoff. No, it should. It should, unless it's a vectored departure. If it's like, you know, if it's not leading direct to a waypoint after departure, it may do it. But yeah. Do you only fly to airports you have sceneries for? Yes and no. I use a lot of freeware sceneries off flightsim.to and stuff, but for the most part, yes, I'm a little bit of a scenery snob. I like flying into airports that replicate the real thing. I love third-party airports. I'm a huge advocate of third-party airport design and having as many airports as we can. Yeah. Can you see my startup config for the 800? What do you mean, Duke? Like how I have it? I just have it cold and dark, and then I have the air stairs removed, and I use ground power. That's pretty much it, man. Those FMC sounds from your home FMS hit different, dude. They're so good. Ready? So good. This thing, man, I mean, how long have I had this now? Almost 2 years, I would think. Somewhere close to like 1.5 years, 2 years, and this thing is still holding up extremely well. Extremely well. I absolutely love this thing, man. The sounds of Captain Canada deleting his flight plan. What's your graphics card? I have a 3080. You can hit exclamation point specs in chat, and it'll show you everything that it is. Thanks for mentioning the BS757 cap on the lead texture artist. It's a really great project. Awesome, 3Dev. Very, very cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Hey, listen, 3Dev, I haven't had any... I have no contact information over there. So you make sure to let them know that I was speaking so kindly about their product so that I can, in return, get a review copy or something like that, right? I love to work with a lot of these new companies, these new up-and-coming companies, doing some you know, pre-release streams and stuff like that, however it may be, however they plan on doing it. But I would love to be part of the promotion when that bad boy is ready for release. Ever thought of an upgrade to a 4070 or a 4090? Yes, I have thought about it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still debating if I'm going to do it. I think I mentioned towards the fall, after summer, towards the fall, usually when prices start to come back down just a little bit. Prices are inflated right now because everybody's trying to build a PC for the summer and summer holidays and pardon me. In the fall, I may look at building something new. I still think my PC right now, there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The only thing that is appealing towards getting like a 4090 or not even a 4090, a 4080 or something like that would be the frame generation, right? DX12 with frame generation. That's really the only thing I would kind of look forward to. So just going to do it wisely. I'm also going to be actively searching for a sponsor at Flight Sim Expo this year. There's going to be a lot of computer companies. It's going to be MSI. I think Asus is going to be there. There's some builders as well. There's some PC building companies, Jetline Systems. There's a couple of them that are going to be there, so I really plan on actively speaking to them and seeing if it would be possible for a sponsorship or what it would take to get a sponsorship for a PC, you know? Frame generation is insane over 2 times. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, Will. I mean, you basically take this number. So if I'm getting 50 FPS right now, if I had frame generation on with my current specs and my current PC, we'd be probably getting close to 100 FPS. It literally doubles your FPS. You are correct. So in airports, let's say if you're getting 35 FPS on average coming in, like I would say that's usually where we are, between 30 and 40 FPS, right? If we had 30 or 40 FPS, we would be, you know, you times that by 2 and you're up to like, you know, 65, 70, you know? NC Global. Huge self floaties to you, man. Thank you so much for the £5. I appreciate you. It didn't read it because I had them muted. Bear with me here for a sec. I'll replay your message. Hopefully Amy reads it. She doesn't, so I'll read it. Here's a little something for your new PC build. Thanks for all the top-notch content. NC, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much for your contributions to the channel. I will definitely put that aside for a nice PC build. Thanks for support, man. I really do appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just got here. What's frame generation again? It's the new... It's on NVIDIA graphics cards. It's the new technology that they have running on it. Basically, it takes your FPS and it doubles it. That's basically what it is, frame generation. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. I get close to 120 FPS and I have an NVIDIA 3070. I don't lose FPS going into an airport. I don't like to call bullshit, but I'm going to call bullshit. I'm going to play the bullshit card on that one. I'm sorry if you feel that way, but I know people with 4090s that don't even get 120F flying into airports. The way that the simulator is designed, you lose performance going into airports. But I just, yeah, I like I said, I don't like to call people out, but I'm just going to call you out on that one because I know that that's not true. I don't even think a NASA computer could achieve 120 FPS flying into airports and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Yeah. Do you run on like 2D settings? I mean, that's not. Yeah. I have a 4070 Ti with frame generation. I only get 70 to 90 FPS. Yeah, correct. Yeah. I have a 3080 and I don't even get 120 FPS. Yes. You'd be running that on a Game Boy screen. With a 4090, I have to at least 90 FPS with frame gen flying into an airport. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I mean, even yesterday I was watching a streamer. I was watching a streamer and he was flying into. He has an i9 13900K with a 4090 frame gen, and he was getting 47 FPS, 46 FPS. Landing in London Heathrow, and then roughly the same landing into Dublin as well. So, yeah, all good respectively. We have options. Yeah, I'm just saying there's no need to lie, man. Like, I mean, you can be proud of your computer system and everything. That's perfectly fine, Cameron. But I'm just saying, man, those numbers aren't feasible. It's just, like, that's factual. There's nobody that's getting, like I just mentioned, man, people with, you know, PCs that are double what we have and what are using are not even achieving those types of numbers. So I don't know where you're getting your frame generation count from. I don't know where you're getting that from, but that's not yeah, I don't know, man. We're not going to fight about FPS. So my PC suffers at most. At Newark I get 80 FPS max. That's crazy, man. 50 to 60 is all you need for Microsoft. It's not a first-person shooter. Even 50 to 60. I actually personally think anything above 45 in Flight Sim it feels buttery smooth. If you can lock the FPS and achieve 45 plus, I really feel that it's real smooth, you know, like real smooth. Best thing you do with FPS is to stop watching FPS and get the settings to a smooth experience. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Your PC has specs that I can get when I land 40 to 50. Yep. That's pretty common, I would say, like I said. Pretty common. Microsoft is not optimized. It's not that it's not optimized, it's just that it is super heavy CPU dependent. So when you start flying into these major airports and you start flying into these major cities and stuff like that, it is crazy CPU intensive, and it really loves single core performance, and that's what I would love to see. And I know we're going to get there at some point. I know they're going to optimize the simulator, and they're going to, you know, they'll take off that single core performance, and they'll definitely, I mean, DX12 is a good way of already kind of seeing how it's dispersing the load instead of keeping it so single core. That's why you see chips like the 7800X 3D just absolutely killing this sim, you know. So yeah, how would I pause my FPS Flight Sim? What do you mean, Cameron? You could set like you could set a limit in your NVIDIA control panel. You could say like, oh, don't go more than 50, don't go more than 60, don't go more than 80. You can do that in NVIDIA control panel. It also loves the cache speed and size of the 5800X 3D works well with the sim. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's also a memory leak issue that degrades the performance as well as watching you land at less FPS than when you start with. True. Yeah. What's the main components for Flight Sim? CPU and graphics card? Yeah. I mean, this simulator, you probably have to incorporate hard drive and internet connection speed as well. But yeah. CPU and GPU are extremely important. If you can have the simulator installed on an M.2 or an SSD, that also helps tremendously. Fourth gen M.2 helps. I believe it. Yeah. I would believe it. Pardon me, chat. My goodness. Ow. I slept with the AC on last night because it was so smoky. My throat's... I gotta get my humidifier out again. What other PC-only aircraft are good will come to Xbox, Microsoft? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to what's releasing for Xbox and stuff. I just assume that everything is eventually going to make its way over to Xbox. Is the CRJ on Xbox? I don't know. I'm in the 30s, stutters a little on the ground. Yeah. What is the best flight simulator for PC? Depends. Depends if you're training to become a pilot. Depends if you're just going to be an enthusiast. Depends what type of PC you have. There's so many, man. What other PC-only aircrafts would be good to come? Well, the Phoenix A320, but I don't think that's ever going to come to Xbox. Used to have my sim on a regular hard drive. It caused a lot of stutters, especially on touchdown. Moving to an NVMe solved that, thankfully. There you go. Why did the nose of the aircraft pick up cap? What do you mean? Got mine on a new PC built. i7 12700K and a 4070 Ti runs great. Yeah, some good specs for sure. Should I get the 7900 XTX 4080 paired? 7800X 3D is the best right now, man. Yeah, the 7800X 3D price to performance wise, definitely the best. Does VNAV auto descend at top of descent? Correct, if you said it correctly. Jay, it may have showed that you posted a link, but YouTube has no link policy. I can't even if I were to let you, you can't post links. The only people that can post links are myself and Dan, because Dan is the channel moderator. I understand the love for the sim, but if you're serious about flight sim, you should consider a PC over an Xbox. I mean, for sure. Yeah. Move the sim to an SSD or an M.2. Do you need to clean reinstall? So what you can do, Paul, is you can keep your community folder, right? So that's, I've always kind of did this. I did this with X-Plane back in the day as well. You keep your, so you can keep your community folder. If you move your community folder, you can at least keep that on the side so that you don't lose all of your add-ons and, you know, you don't have to re-download all your scenery, all your airplanes and stuff again. But yes, you would want to do a free, sorry, you would want to do a, you would want to do a fresh install of the simulator on your new drive, and then you could bring your community folder over, so at least you have all your add-ons and stuff. Captain Lee, what's up, man? Because you do. I missed out on steak? What do you mean? I have steak all the time. I had steak the other night with the fiance. It was delicious. 10,000 feet, landing lights, start switches, and seatbelt signs are all on. Yes, yes. Good, good. Hey, Cap, any landing tips? Every time I attempt to land, I'm usually too low and occasionally don't even make the runway. Keep the speed in, Dominic. Keep the speed in, man. And really, really, you know, if there's one thing that I can tell you, and I think a lot of the real world pilots will tell you the same, is you have to make a continuous, you know, you're looking at your speed, you're looking outside. You're looking at your speed, you're looking outside. You're looking at your speed and your glide slope, speed, glide slope, outside. Speed, glide slope, speed, glide slope, outside. So you're constantly monitoring those things, and you're trying your, you know, you have to make small adjustments. You have to continuously be looking outside and bringing it back inside and outside and back inside. You have to constantly be monitoring, and that's the biggest, yeah. Most real-life 737 pilots use the HUD. I'm going to agree to disagree with you, Will. I think a lot of airlines don't incorporate the HUD, man. I know like WestJet, Air Canada, well, Air Canada has them on their MAX series, but a lot of airlines don't. Like a lot of airlines that operate older 737s don't have the HUD, at least in Canada. I don't know what you are. 737 landing speed, well, again, that's going to change, Jay, based on how heavy you are, your weight and balance. My landing speed is 148, and then you plus 5 onto that, so 153. 153. Don't forget your reference flaps. What do you mean? Just Air Canada? Yeah, I know that. Like, I know a lot of Canadian airlines don't use a HUD. It may be in the States, but I don't know. I know that like WestJet is mandatory now on their 787s. They require their pilots to use the HUD, but only on their 787s. They don't have HUDs on any of their 737s. I know that Flair doesn't. I'm pretty sure Lynx and all those other guys don't have HUDs as well. So could be an American thing, Will. Could be like a United, a Southwest thing. I don't know. Southwest only has them on their Maxes. Okay. Southwest has HUDs on every single aircraft. There you go. So maybe that's definitely, I feel like that's definitely like a carrier thing, you know. Flair doesn't because they're low cost. Yeah. All right, 16 miles out. The weather is actually not too bad, chat. Usually we come in here and we get absolutely destroyed. I've got the ground spoilers out right now, just trying to bring our speed back to a little bit more manageable speed. We are already on glide slope and localizer. We're sitting 16 miles out from the airport. Yeah. Southwest doesn't make it mandatory. It's for an option. Okay, interesting. There you go. You're a HUD enjoyer? Listen, I know some people love them. I personally, I'm sure I could get used to it, but I think it would take me so long to like get used to using a HUD. I prefer just looking visually outside the window, man. I don't have any issues with that. Looking outside, keeping too white, too red. like I said, just that balance between speed, glide slope, and outside. Speed, glide slope, outside. Just constantly moving your eyes, making small corrections when needed. Just constantly moving your eyes around. That's it. All right, flaps 5 degrees. Armor ground spoilers with a green light. Auto brake is set to 3. Gonna go ahead. All right, we've got Sasha in front of us, quite close. I'm going to bring my speed all the way back. We're going to go gear down. We're going to go flaps 10 for now. And we're looking for 153 on the approach speed. 153. Good. We'll throw out flaps 15 degrees now. Speed's rolling back nicely. Even on heavy winds, still small corrections. Don't fight it too much. I mean, yes and no. I don't know if you saw my arrival this weekend, Captain Lee. Go watch my arrival into Memphis, man. And the arrival back into Houston yesterday. Holy shit, dude. Or on Saturday, sorry. My goodness, man. We were just fighting the airplane. Flaps 25 degrees. And we're coming up on 160 knots. We'll go flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps today. Give a nice little view outside of us coming in here. No replay for the first flight shot, as we are doing a quick turnaround and then heading over to Tampa Bay. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. We're looking for 300 likes on today's stream. Very much appreciate all the like and supports. To everybody that has already done that, thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate you. So we got configured a little bit early because we did have an airplane within 5 miles of us. This is the 5-mile band. Actually, this may be 2.5 miles. So anyways, we're fully configured. We are behind an aircraft who said that he was on a 6-mile final. He's probably on like a 3-mile final now. I don't know. I can't pick him up. But anyways, we'll follow him and we'll listen for the calls and intentions wanting to be made. Sounds can come up here a little bit. This is New Orleans, correct, yes. Yeah, and then we're going from New Orleans to Tampa Bay, which is a little bit longer. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes to flight. This one was pretty short. I mean, we're coming up on 42 minutes and we're on final. We're a little bit early too. We were scheduled for 51 minutes. So we're a little bit early. Made good time. Nolans. All right, joystick cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival, friends. Catch you down to the ground. Sounds are going up. Let's do it, shall we? Yes. My throttles. My airplane. All right, landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green, flaps are 30, and indicated ground spoilers are armed with a green light. Cabin crew has been advised. You guys have been advised. Watching my speed, watching my nose, and I'm just going to get the rest of my lights on. Cool. Let's go. Oh boy, yeah. See, nice winds. So the winds are not too bad right now. They're just kind of gusting all over the place. That's kind of the issue. Watch the speed tape and watch how it'll just end up like kind of going everywhere. That's where I'm kind of a little bit confused about the winds right now. Do I have landing rate monitor open? Shit, chat, we don't have it. LRM. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Landing rate monitor should be... Yeah, okay, connected. Good. Ooh, that was a close one, chat. Usually I launch that before stream. Okay, he's vacated. Rowan's traffic. Southwest 1240 short final runway 11. Orleans. Sheesh.
300.
Flight in the airplane, chat.
200.
Speed's good. Altitude's great. We're on slope.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers, nose down gently. Accelerating. 70 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nolan's beautiful arrival. Not too floaty, nice and smooth. We like those, chat. We like those. We'll vacate the runway up here to the left. Go into the new terminal. And it looks like we want gate. I can't tell what gate that is, so I'm just going to come over here. Going to close view. Going to go all the way down here. We're going to pull ourselves off the runway. We want gate Bravo 8. Rollins traffic, Southwest 440 vacated, runway 11. Rollins. All right, let's go up here. GSX, Bravo. I think somebody's there, so we'll take Bravo 10. No, he's not. We're good. Bravo 8. No. There we go. And, okay, we're good on that side. We're good on that side. Beautiful. Cool. Landing lights. On my turn-offs. Strobe lights. We didn't get our wing lights. That's fine. We'll stop the clocks. 45 minutes. Wow. We are early. Ground spoilers in. Flaps are clean. Apparently there's ground online, but I'm just going to call him anyways. 121.9. I'm already into my gate, so that's perfectly fine. I'll call him for afterwards. Ground Southwest 1240, we're just pulling into our gate.
Roger.
Get you for the clearance out. Bravo. No, I guess he is Bravo 8. We're going to go Bravo 10. Change Bravo 10. Thank you. Bravo 10. No. Good. Thank you. Sweet. Bravo 10. Let's get the taxi light off. Don't need to blind anybody. Get ourselves into the parking stand. I didn't even realize that ground was online. That was my bad. I did not see anybody online. We'll get them for the clearance out of here anyway, so that'll be good. Go ahead and deboard the airplane and then reboard. Nice and quickly. Sweet. What do we think about that landing, guys? Was it a good one? We happy with that landing? I'm glad I got landing rate monitor up just in time for that. We all happy with that landing? Good landing? Bad landing? Terrible landing? I need to retire. Did I not turn the APU? I thought I spooled the APU. Oh, you're right. Damn. Thank you. I thought I hit it when I did my landing lights. You can just get ground power out anyways, so it should be fine. Excuse me. Alrighty, zero's up on the board. Beautiful. Park brake is on. Wonderful. Upstairs, anti-collision light is off. Seatbelt sign is off, and we're just waiting on the EPU. We can get ground power out. We can just go here and go return, ground services, chocks, request. We'll get ground power anyways. He better dance. Yes, we're just waiting. Thank you. Ground power's out. Ground power's on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back down. No dance? Damn, dude. We haven't had a dance in forever, chat. We got to get these dances going. All right. Alex are coming off. Probe heats are coming off. Yacht amper's coming off. Bleeds can go. Open, off, good. Fuel pumps off. I'm just going to... Well, we'll leave the APU on. It's fine. Start switches are off, and you are on to ground power. Beautiful. Cool. Everything is done there. Let's go ahead and attach the jet bridge. The new Mac is out. Interesting. His punishment for no dance is toga power. Nice. Real nice. Cool. Let's go to GSX. Let's request deboarding. And there we have it, friends. A beautiful flight down into Nolans. Great arrival. Super happy with that one as well. Very, very good arrival, chat. Let's go and get some tunes. There's our deboarding. We'll go and get some tunes jamming, and then we will go ahead and prep our next flight, shall we? So I know that there's been a lot of talk about how I prep flights. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do this. I'll give you guys a little bit of insider information, if you will. Okay, so first things first, usually what I do is I go to Flight Radar 24. A lot of people have been asking about if I can do something like this and kind of showcase how I do this. So flightradar24.com. usually go up over here. I go flight by route. I go KMSY. KMSY. Bug that up, and then I look for the arrival airports. We're going over to Tampa Bay. KTPA. Sorry, I keep fat fingering because my keyboard's over to my left here. And then we search, and then it's going to give you a list of... I can't wait till we have an A220 we can operate some breeze. ET92, you can just grab any list and you can kind of see Tampa to Kansas City, New Orleans to Tampa. So they're scheduled on the 10th, so that's in 5 days. So we're not going to do that flight. We can just close that one. Maybe let's do $14.99, see if it's a little bit more current. New Orleans to... Yeah, they're doing it today. So we can be that airplane. So we can be $14.99. So go over to SimBrief. You're going to go... Obviously, you're going to look at SimBrief. It's going to be like this. You're going to put in your call sign Southwest. What did I say? $14.99. Hopefully somebody hasn't taken the call sign. Maybe they have. We're going KMSY, and we're going over to KTPA. And then you're going to select your aircraft from the list. There's a full list of airplanes. We're a 737-800. I'm going to pick the PMDG Microsoft Flight Simulator Economy config. So it's going to give me the most amount. Passengers, 184. I like to put like 179. Almost full, not quite full. Keep it realistic. And then that's it. Generate your flight plan. That's all good. You can then... we'll just have to wait, and we'll have to file off our new flight plan. So once you're done here, you can just go right up top here. It says pre-file on network. You can click that. It should take you all the way down to the bottom. Go pre-file on VATSIM. Click on that. Give that a second to open up on the VATSIM page. Usually takes a minute or two to open that up. There we go. Looks like we want 35,000 feet. There's our call sign, and we'll go ahead and file our flight plan. Should get a green message up here as soon as your flight plan has been filed. It says flight plan filed. Enjoy your flight. And just like that, you're good to go. And then all of your numbers and everything that you really need is right here. All of the info that you need. Your zero fuel weights, your block fuels, your payload weight, your tow weight, your payload, your max tow, your max zero fuel weight, your passenger count, and then everything else up here. You've got your cruise altitude, you've got your cost index. They're calling 50. We're probably going to go with 55. Shows our route distance, shows our average wind component, shows all kinds of stuff. ISA deviations, if you're flying the Zibo, requires all of that. Shows your AIRAC cycle. Everything that you need is in there. So that is how that works, my amigos. I hope that all makes sense. And people have been asking for me to kind of show how I prep a flight or do something like that. So yeah, there you go. How do you view the PDF? I always find it easier to read. How do you view the PDF? Like this guy right here, the this thing, the OFP. Or do you just like, how do I read the briefing? Which one? OFPs are pretty easy to read as well. Excuse me. Yeah, OFPs are pretty easy to read. I just like with the new way that they've kind of done VATSIM, you just have to look at these. Like you just look at your load sheet and you look at your flight plan summary. These are really the only two things that you need as far as configuring your aircraft and getting things set the way that you want it to be, right? So cool. Let's jump back inside the aircraft. Let's go ahead and start working on some turnaround things, shall we? So we'll come down here. We're going to populate our... also, if you don't have this, get SimBrief Downloader. You can essentially direct to the PMDG flight plans and PMDG wind uplink, and with one click, my flight plan has now been imported, and I have a company route in the aircraft. And if you're wondering what a company route is, company route literally lets me do... this. So in my route page, instead of putting every waypoint and airway, all I put is my company route, KMSY to KTPA. And I throw that into my company route, and there you go. Activate and execute. We can put on our new call sign, Southwest 1499, and we throw that in there. And then activate and execute that, and there we go. And if you go to my legs page, everything's already inserted. There's my entire flight plan minus my SID and my star. So everything is there except my departure and except for my arrival. But it's super easy, man. Super, super, super easy. Cool. So with all of that information, let's go ahead and grab our IFR clearance into Tampa. Turn the sounds down here a little bit. Turn the aircraft down a little bit. Let me go ahead and, while we're just waiting for ATC, let me go ahead and finish this. We'll do that. We got that. Good.
Ground, good afternoon. Southwest 2457 with information echo requesting for our clearance to Tampa.
Southwest 2457, New Orleans Ground, thank you for Echo. Clear to Tampa as filed, maintain 4000, 330 and 10. Departures offline, squawk 2762.
Clear to Tampa as filed, 4000, 330, 10 minutes after departures offline, and squawk 2762.
Southwest 2457, readback is correct. Push and
Right.
start.
All that information should be
is
updated
at
up
discretion.
top for
Runway 2
you.
for departure.
I don't know why it's not.
2 for departure, we'll call room ready to taxi, Southwest 2457.
Oscar 751, towers offline, free to change to prove. Have a great flight.
All right, there we go. All the information up top has been loaded for you guys. We'll go ahead and grab our clearance here into Tampa. Information echo is current. Roland's Ground, good afternoon. Southwest 1499 with information echo IFR2 Tampa Bay, please.
Southwest 1499, New Orleans Ground, thank you for Echo. Clear to the Tampa Airport. As filed, maintain 4000, expect 35010 minutes after departure. Departure is offline, squawk 2753.
Alrighty, cleared into Tampa as filed. Initial climb 4000. We'll expect flight level 35010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is unfortunately offline. Squawk 2753. Southwest 1499.
Southwest 1499, readback is correct. Push and start is at your discretion. Runway 2 for departure.
Pushback and starts on us. Runway 2 for departure. Thanks. Southwest 1499. All right, 2753 on our TCAS. We'll turn that off for now as we are sitting at the gate. We don't need any of that. Beautiful. I think they're done the deboarding process. They are. Cool. We'll go to GSX. We'll restart the QTAL script. Beautiful. Give that a second here, and we can go ahead and plug in some information. So, if we come down here, we go to our departure page. No departures. We're planning runway 2, so we'll go ahead and execute that. Good. There are no departures out of here. It's just radar vectors. So that's how that works. So runway 2 for departure, that's good. And if we look at our charts, we're going to go to flights, unload, imports from SimBrief, you, good. And then we can go and have a quick little look-see here at the airport. So we are departing on runway 2, straight out, and then it'll be a right turn on course to Tampa Bay. Cool, sweet, that looks good. And then for arrivals into Tampa, let's see what the weather is doing in Tampa. What is the weather doing in Tampa? Do real airline pilots input the flight plan manually, waypoints, or inputting the plan directly from the FMC from SimBrief is a little unrealistic. Joseph, most of the time they use what's called, they have ACARs, and I believe that they get CPDLCs, and I think that it's a toss-up. I think they can manually import, but I also think they can import flight plans from company. But I'm not too sure. You'd have to check. Yeah. Enter the company route and file name, and it'll come up. See, there you go. Yeah. All right, let's grab the weather here for Tampa. Winds are variable at 5 knots, gusting 1.6. Jesus. Okay, well, variable at 5 gusting, that's a little bit spicy. Now, here's where I guess we can check. What are they doing real world? So if we bring us over here and we go KTPA, and we have a look-see and see what they're doing, show on map, let's see what they're doing. It looks like they're landing on the 1s. Correct? Yes, looks like they're landing 1 left. You can see the lineup of airplanes coming in. Yeah, there they go. What do we got? We got a Dallas coming from Atlanta. Delta coming from Atlanta. And who else we got? We've got a Copa coming from Panama City. Very cool. And we've probably got this guy coming in as well. No, he's going from Tampa to Key West. He just departed on 1 left. Silver Airways. There we go. ATR 42-600, the small one. Okay, cool. So we'll plan for 1 left. So we're going to be on the Raise 2 arrival. We'll find that. Raise 2 for 1. We're going to have the charge transition, and we're going to plan for the ILS 1 left, and we're not going to use pi for our transition. If we open this up, I'll show you here. Pi is right here, Clearwater Airport, so we don't want that. We want to come in like this, and we'll go in like that. So everything's good there. We can go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. I'm happy with that. Going to be coming in, charge, down, and in like that. It's an interesting arrival, actually. Usually you come in like that and down and past. We can see we're actually coming out from there. So, cool. Sweet. That's all in there. I'm happy with that. If we scroll through here, we shouldn't see any discontinuities, which we don't. Beautiful. We can go to GSX now. We can go ahead and SimBrief OK. Good. It knows that we're loading 179 passengers and 7,100 kilograms of fuel. That's all good. Let's go ahead and request boarding. Beautiful. I'm just going to go to my FS actions. I'm going to set my payload. I don't think I set my payload. I did not. So 61, actually it's 62.0. Good. Return, we're going to go to fuel. Fuel for this leg was 7.1. We'll populate that. Good. That's good. That's good. Cool. Now we go to FMC. Nope. Crew is already on board. Should just board the passengers now. Beautiful. 0 fuel weight, 62. Fuel plan, 7.1. Going to give us a reserve of 2. Cost index, 55. Cruise level, 350. Average wind component, 240 at 13. Execute that. Good. Transition altitude, 18,000 feet set. N1s, we're not going to do a derate on the takeoff. We're just going to set regular takeoff. Everything's fine there. Flaps will be 5 degrees. Our CG weight today, 19.4. And that's pretty much it. We are essentially ready to go. We'll hang out outside here. Hang out with chat. Get the aircraft almost ready to go. Have you ever considered flying into MCI, Kansas City, Missouri in the sim? I think we finally have some decent scenery, unrealistically stupid. I was waiting for scenery. But yeah. I think we finally have some decent scenery. Where to get your reserves from? It should show you again in SimBrief, Maddox. It should show you on route burn. So you should see how much fuel you have, and then your on route burn. So you just minus, you know, you would minus, for me it actually would be 3,000, but I'm putting 2. But if you just look at your SimBrief, it should tell you how much fuel you have, and then how much your fuel burn should be. Very cool, Kai. Hope you had a great day, man. Sounds like awesome. Sounds like an awesome day, man. You're gonna join me on this leg, first time flying with you. Nice, JP. Sweet, too. Cap, the values do you use in FS Realistic for your touchdown? What values do I use? I don't know. You can just download my thing, man. If you go to FS Realistic, you can just go to the profile cloud, and it's right here, Captain Canada. No sounds, just camera movements. You can do whatever you'd like. For effects, touchdown, 50% movement, no sound. 40% movement, no sound. So 50 on the nose, 40% on the mains. Yeah, you can just go to the profile cloud and download mine. Or add it together, the FinRes plus alt fuel, you could, yeah. Southwest SOP does 10% of the en-route burn plus 30 minutes of fuel. There you go. I'm the JetBlue cramp on the Southwest style over here. No worries, man. How to get the LRM to pop up on landing? Kai, you have to read the README. You have to turn on one of the settings. I think it's tooltips. You have to turn on tooltips in the Microsoft Assistance options. Yeah. How do you like FS Realistic? Thought about getting it, just wasn't sure because of how it was interfering before. It's you gotta have it, Ty. Gotta have it, man. It's a must-have in my opinion. Yeah. What's your GSX 737 profile called? Willie, those ones are directly from the PMDG forum. So I could probably get you a link. SimBrief, PMDG profile, MSFS. Yeah, you want, or sorry, they're not from, okay, so it was a link from their forum, but here's the, just make sure you read the instructions, Willie. They can be a little bit confusing, but That's the file that you're looking for, and that should get you all of the variants, freighters, cargos. Mine are out of date actually, so I'll update mine. Does GSX work for every airport? For the most part, Cody, yeah. You can also download profiles for certain airports, so they'll actually work like exactly the way that it's intended to. Yeah. Great landing capering on the second flight. Nice. Yeah, it was a good one. Happy with the first one, for sure. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up. 300 likes on today's stream is what we are looking for. Adam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Appreciate you being here, man. Welcome, welcome. Does the TCA sit lower on the desk than a normal yoke, or about the same? About the same, I would guess. I would think. Sanders, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I don't know. I guess it sits kind of level. I mean, it might sit a little bit lower because of the pendular design, right? But the actual yoke itself, I feel like, sits pretty normal. Thanks, Light Simmer. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, dude. Do you do any medium haul European ops? Yes, absolutely, Joseph. Yeah, man. We usually fly 1 week in North America, South America, and 1 week in Europe and, you know, that part of the world. So, yeah. We're going to be back next week, man. Thursday. Pardon me. Chat's trying to convince me to fly the Headwind A330 Neo. So we may do that next week. We'll see. I'm going to do a flight from Toronto to Boston to Halifax, back to Boston, then to Toronto. Nice. It's a long one. What would you say for budget is enough to run the sim smooth? Like, how much would I need to spend on a PC for Microsoft Flight Simulator to run smoothly? Really depends, Struxy. Depends what components you put into it. It depends what, you know, can you get some things on special? Is anything on sale? I mean, I would say probably $2,000 in and around there. You know, I built my stream PC for, I think, like 12 or 1,300 bucks. It's not even that bad of a PC. You could probably get away with running the sim. So it really depends, man. I would say probably 1,500 bucks, 1,500 to 2,000. But the thing with that, Struxy, is, you know, computers are like cell phones. So in 3 years from now, the best computer is no longer the best, and there's hardware out that is just much better, right? It's kind of the thing that's going on right now with GPUs. You're seeing it perfectly right now. There's nothing wrong with a 3000 series graphics card, a 3050 Ti, 3060, 3070, 3080. There's nothing wrong with that, but the 4000 series of graphics cards, the 4060, the 4070, 4070 Ti, 4080, 4090, absolutely destroy the 3000 series. Like, absolutely destroy. So, you know, it's one of those things where you try, you know, if you get by on the bare minimum building a PC, let's say bare minimum, you get something like a 3060, 3070 Ti or something. It's not that it's not a good, it's just that in 3 years from now, 4 years from now, you're going to have to invest just that same amount of money because your PC is now obsolete, right? It can't run the simulator the way that it did 3 years ago. So I always tell people, like, if you're going to, whatever your budget is, I would say budget $500 to $1,000 more than what your budget is going to be, because, you know, getting that graphics card or getting that CPU that's future-proofing your PC is really what you're looking for, you know. Swift Jam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Why pick a streaming PC for the cost when you can get a 4000 series for the same price and get better performance? Why pick... I don't understand what you're saying, Will. Are you asking me why I built a stream PC, or are you saying why I'm I don't understand what you're saying, Will. I'm lost. I'm sorry. Just got a 4090 and upgraded my CPU. Also, the sim is totally different now. The realism is crazy good. It's a beast of a machine, man. Spent $2,950 on mine and the specs to hold me to have a 4070. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What are my Microsoft Flight Simulator graphics? They're on high-end preset clouds, ultra, trees, low. Exclamation point MSFS in chat. We'll kind of type it out. Oh, why would you... It's still not the same, Will, man. It's still not the same, dude. you still get so much better performance having a secondary PC. It's not so much the simulator, man, that's everything running. It's everything in the background. It's OBS. It's having multiple browser tabs open, monitoring things. Like all of those things, you know, it puts a lot of stress on the PC, man. And even with a 4000 series card, they're still not there, man. They're still not there. They're getting closer. Every year they're getting closer, man. Every year they're getting closer. With the 3000 series, they got closer. With the 4000 series, they're getting closer. It's still not there. The performance, the cost of performance, you know, there's frequently times, man, where even just on my gaming PC, my simulator is running, you know, 90% of my GPU, which leaves no overhead, which is why I don't know if you forget, like not even that long ago, I was having issues with my alerts because my alerts run in 4K. And whenever I'm running the simulator and there's clouds or anything like that, the alerts would cause OBS to basically shit itself, crap itself. OBS would just sit there and stutter, remember? And I used to have to remove all of my animations from people donating because it couldn't handle it. It's still, we're not there yet. We're not there. And I mean, spending $1,300 on a stream PC, like I said, it allows you to do way more than if you just buy a 40 series graphics card and plug it in. Way more. You have to remember, man, it's not just about capturing the screen. Think about everything that's running. Think about the 4K overlays that I have, my 4K transitions, shit that, you know, between yoke cam and joystick cam and stuff like that, right? That happen, and all these animations and stuff. All of this takes a ton of resources, and it's always better if you can offload that. It will always be better. Always, always, always. Like, I don't think they're ever going to be there to the point where, because it's not just the graphics card, you have to remember as well, right? You're using RAM, you're using CPU, you're not just pulling off of your graphics card. Sure, you can just capture the video of your, like, I get what you're saying on paper, you capture the video, that's all you're essentially doing, but when you're running OBS that has tons of 4K assets and stuff like that, that's where we were having issues. I don't ever think I was having issues streaming on a single PC. I think personally, in my opinion, looking at the quality of my videos, it has gone much higher than it was previously. Now with the capture card and the stream PC, much higher quality than it was when I was just on a single PC. Yeah. You get your well-deserved steak. Nice. We're from 3060 Ti to a 4080 in the world of difference in streaming and playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, but the CPU in the game is the main deal, I feel. Yeah, of course. Like I said, it's everything, man. It's not just, streaming isn't just about your graphics card. Streaming is about everything. It's about internet, it's about RAM, it's about disk usage, it's about CPU. It's more than just capturing an image and uploading it to the internet. Streaming isn't just the raw video over YouTube servers, having to encode the video in real time and send, which is resource intensive itself. Absolutely. That's why I still think a capture card will always, no matter what NVIDIA does, I don't think they're ever going to get to a point where they completely eliminate the, you know, the resources that it uses, right? Cap, what is my favorite Philly scenery? I use MK Studios. What volume system do you use to turn up and down the PMDG volume? Preston, I have a audio mixer. You can put ! mixer in chat. Hey Cap, any chance of streaming a Dash 8 flight soon? Maybe if we go back into X-Plane, but most likely not, man. Probably have to wait for the Dash 8 to come to Microsoft. What gate am I at? Bravo 10. I can highly suggest that audio mixer. It is absolutely fantastic. I love mine, man. It's been a complete game changer, to be honest with you. I was so scared about getting an audio mixer just because I didn't want to have to worry. Audio and video are not my forte, in case you haven't noticed. I'm not very confident when it comes to those things. So I always kind of put it off, but Les O'Reilly blessed me with this mixer, and man, it's changed my life. Okay, cool. We're almost fully boarded. We are on APU, so that's all good. I'm going to flip this over to APU gen. Good. I'm going to go ahead and remove the ground power. Wait, am I on? What am I on right now? No, let's go to APU Gen. That was almost bad, chat. Let's go to APU Gen. Then we can go ahead and remove the ground power. Then we can go ahead and remove the wheel chocks. Perfectly fine. We are sitting with the parking brake on, so that's all good now. Audio is its own beast. It is, yeah. Got the 700, but I'm on the fence about buying another variant. Seems like a waste of money. It's up to you, man. You don't really need to buy another variant, right? That you don't need it to use the simulator. If you're okay with the 700, that's perfectly fine, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. Somebody was saying ATC is not listening. I can literally hear ATC talking right now. All right, we're almost ready to go here. We're going up to 35,000 feet, so we'll bug up our pressurization panel. We're boarding one last passenger. There it is. Let's go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Nice quick boarding today, man. Job on the flight crew. Deboarding and boarding beautifully. All right, initial climb was given to us, and it was 4,000 feet, but that's ground. So I'm just going to bug up 35,000 feet.
Hello, Captain.
Hello.
We are ready for pushback.
All right, 35,000 feet is in, and we're going to turn our TCAS on. Auto brake on as well. And you can see that departure is literally just a big right turn there. All right, cool. And we're just waiting for the pushback. Been showing the CRJ a lot of love lately. Just a handful to fly and talk. Absolutely it is, man. Yeah, absolutely it is. The RJ is honestly one of the most hands-on airplanes, you know.
Locking gear.
They really are they're a regional jet. They're so hands-on, you know. Bought the 700 on day one. Yep, I have the 7, the 9, and the 1. They are they're fun to fly, man. They're fun to fly. I know it's not a lot of love. They don't get a lot of love, but nose to left, facing south on taxiway, go. Let's go. Park brake is off, chat. Let's go. Fuel pumps are on. Seatbelt signs are on. Anti-collision light is on. Let's get it, shall we? Engine number 2 over to ground. Start valve open. Yeah, with no... oh, shit. I fucked up, chat. Hold on. Apologize. APU bleed on. Packs off. Isolation valve open. Engine number 2 over to ground. Start valve open. And 2% rising. Good. That's how you properly start an engine, not the way I tried to. Bought them both the first day and they got out. When you have waited that so long, I think it's able to wait a bit more. Yep, you can, for sure. For sure. Cool, looking for 25%, then we'll introduce fuel. Number 2. We've all been there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes. The worst is when you push back before getting the APU gens on and you still have ground power, and you go to, you release the park brake, and then that's the worst, man. Look at all the Southwest planes here. Beautiful. Yeah, the 600, I don't own the 600. I own the PMDG 700, 800, 900. The 600, that's the one where I'm kind of like, I really would never fly it. I'd fly it to maybe do some cool special ops or something, but yeah, the 700 is fairly common in flying. The 800 is the most common. The 900 is a little bit more niche as well, so. You can push back without GSX. Yeah, you don't need GSX for pushback. GSX just helps for a little bit more of a realistic pushback, if you will. Park brake set. Engine number 2. Sorry, engine number 1 over to ground. Start valve open and 2% rising. John, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope all is well. If you own the 700, you basically own the 600. In a sense, yes, I would agree. introduce fuel. Much like how long the 737-900 is, it is, man. You got to be real careful with the 900, especially on rotation and your flare coming in.
Unlocking gear.
Really got to fly that one into the ground. You have a little bit more room, you know, could be a little bit more floaty and a little bit more fancy when you're flying the 800 or the 700. Yeah. Did you hear about the 777 airworthiness directive to be set up for June 30th to check the stabilizer for cracks? I did not. Nope. I don't really, like I said, Captain Dom, I don't follow a lot of real world stuff. Is the 330 releasing soon? I have no clue, man. Aerosoft said they would give us a, you know, yeah, Aerosoft said they would give us about 2 weeks notice, so we'll wait and see. We'll see how that goes. All right, Gen 1, Gen 2, hydros, probes, yaw dampers, engine bleed, auto, 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 off, continuous, taxi light on, flaps, 5 degrees, landing, my man. Huge no floaties too, dude. Thanks so much for your support. I appreciate you, dude. Says, how do you install GSX? I just bought it, but I have no idea how to put it in the game. So Landon, follow the instructions. If you go to the website, wherever you bought it from, there should be instructions. You're going to have to run the FSDT installer.
How do you install GSX? I just bought it, but I have no idea how to put it in game.
Yeah, so like I said, it should be an automatic installer. It should be you should have got an email, or you should have got something on the website that you bought it on. Whether I think you can only buy it from them, FS Dream Team, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure that's where you have to buy it. 5.7 on the takeoff trim chat. 5.7 should be good right about there. And we're going to go ahead and throw our V-speeds in 40, 42, 51, 151, 35,000. We're going to recycle our flight directors from the previous flight. Flight director left side, right side, auto throttle, VNav, LNav. See, LNav is bugging up because LNav doesn't like that we don't have a waypoint initially right now. So you'll see it's turning off and immediately on. So that's just because we have to get to a certain altitude. Thanks so much, Landon. I appreciate you, dude. But yeah, just check your install folders and stuff. Should be there. Cool. Let's go forward. We'll call up ground. We'll let them know. Ready to taxi. Ground Southwest 1499. Just exiting the ramp, holding short of Golf. Ready to taxi runway 2.
Southwest 1499. Southwest 1499, New Orleans altimeter is now 2990, runway 2, taxi via Golf Sierra, cross runway 11 at your discretion.
Golf Sierra will cross runway 11 our discretion. Southwest 1499. Alright, we're going out here, hanging a left. Let's go.
Ground, behind
oh my goodness. Everybody's going behind us. Okay, if anyway you could hook me up with who did your stream overlay stuff. I can. I just have to be honest with you, Dell. It was very expensive. Very expensive. Mainly because, like I mentioned, I have my custom transitions, stuff like that that you see going across the screen, and what I can suggest, Dell, is go over to Fiverr. If you've ever heard of the website Fiverr, there's a great whole section on Fiverr of guys that can do this for far cheaper. Now, I don't know. Oh man, I'm getting that. We're getting that VATSIM bug. Hold on, I gotta disconnect. It's stupid. I don't know what it is, man. There's a VATSIM model that causes the FPS to just absolutely destroy itself. I'm gonna try and relog back in. We'll see if it's gonna destroy us again, but yeah, I think it will. I think it's going all the way down. It's just absolutely tanking the FPS. It sucks, man. I don't know what's going on. I'll try and reconnect once we're in over here, but paid $800 for an intro, and I don't use anymore. Money ain't an issue. Just don't tell the wife. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can, honestly, dude, your best option would be go to Fiverr. And if you find somebody on Fiverr, like you can, there's a bunch of graphic design artists on there. If you don't find anybody on Fiverr that you'd like, I can definitely put you in contact with my guy. I think all of my assets and everything was about 1,000 USD for everything that you see. So my logo, my banner on my YouTube channel, everything, the notification, the Streamlabs notification, and everything that you see But yeah, everything's done in 4K, high texture quality, high res. Yeah, it's fairly expensive once you start moving into like 4K assets and stuff like that. People charge quite a bit of money for that. Okay, we're good. Vats and bug is finished.
Runway 2, taxi via Golf Sierra. I guess caution all the aircraft in the alley.
Runway 2, taxi via Golf Sierra.
All right, we're going to take Sierra for departure, so we're going all the way down. Wish them better aircraft came to Xbox. They'll come for sure. They will eventually be there.
Alright, we'll follow Southwest for JetBlue packages.
Got Southwest 1499 holding short of Sierra.
Southwest 1499, towers offline, launch Unicom 52.8 here.
Unicom, thanks for HTZ, man. Have a great afternoon. 1499.
A2, Southwest 2895.
Alright, over to Unicom. Norlands traffic, Southwest 1499 departing runway 2, Norlands. Norlands. Alright, landing lights, runway turnoffs, strobe lights, wing lights. Let's get it. Yeah, sounds good though. No problemo. Alrighty, you guys ready to go? Let's do it. Joystick is on, sounds are up. Just also like to point out that this joystick cam is sponsored by the wonderful team over at Thrustmaster. There's some links pinned above if you're interested. Don't be shy to hit those links and take a look at all the products that you see me using. Toga, let's get it. Takeoff power set.
Airspeed alive.
Beautiful.
80 knots.
Cross check.
V1. Rotate.
Oh boy, that's windy.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Wow. Look at the nose. Holy. Sheesh. LNAV still isn't engaging, so I'm just going to fly the path in front. Maybe if I send us direct to Redfin, let's try that, and then LNAV. Yeah, it likes that. Just wanted to go direct to Redfin first, I guess. All right, flaps up one. Wow, kid, thanks so much, man. 2 years. He has his 2-year badge. Redfin, huge no floaties to you, man. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Redfin. Celebrating 24 months. Flaps are going clean. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you. 24 months as a first class member, getting his 2-year badge. Oh, baby. FS Realistic is awesome, man. It's definitely a must-have, dude. Performance, I don't really notice a hit. I really don't notice a hit. It just adds so much immersion to the sim. Must have, in my opinion. All right, auto brakes going off. Gears are locked. Dal, thank you very much, man, as well. Becoming a business class member. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Thanks so much for your support, dude. Appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Hope you enjoy custom emojis. Thanks so much, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. All right, autopilot 1 is going on through 4,000 feet. Bring you back up into the flight deck. Sounds can come back. Let's get some nice views here. Us ripping out of Narlands. Thanks so much, Dal. Appreciate you, man. And of course, thank you so much to WowKid for 24 months, man. Just bought FS Realistic and no FPS hit. There you go. There you go. It is optimized extremely well. I know that. Yeah. Calvin, what's up, man? Do I use SPAD? No, I don't. No, there's nothing really that I could use SPAD for. I guess there's a few programs and stuff, but no, I do not use SPAD. Look at us screaming out of here. Holy macaroni. Alright, runway turn off lights can come off, taxi lights can come off, wing lights can come off as well. We will wait till 10,000 feet before we get the rest of that off. Beautiful departure though, man. Holy. Landon, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
No, 7 Southwest 1425, lining up on 1
Remember, chat, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. We're looking for 300 likes on today's stream. Extremely appreciated. It's 2 a.m. I forgot I have exams tomorrow. I was playing Microsoft the whole time. Uh-oh. That's not good, Cody. That is not good. I have FS HUD and it gets FPS shits. Uh-oh. I don't even know what's FS HUD. I don't know what that is. Excuse me.
Holding short of runway 2.
Trying to learn how to fly the PMDG so you can fly on VATSIM. Yeah, for sure. It's a good thing. At least you're doing things properly. Learn it first, then jump on VATSIM. There's nothing worse to a VATSIM controller when somebody doesn't know how to operate their aircraft. They get very upset. Nothing like some Cajun spice on our Nolans departure. FS HUD is air traffic control. Ah, okay. Got you. Huh. You have a driving test tomorrow? Kind of nervous? How you got it, man? Just do some practice. I remember those feelings. I remember those feelings well. What do you call the tip thing? What do you call the flip thing at the beginning of your streams? What, like this thing? That's the old school checkerboard. That's how they used to do flight plans and stuff. Your flight would that's how they would update it continuously. Instead of it being like a, instead of it now just being like a screen, it used to be these little flip things, and it used to be all the letters, and they could program it like that. Electronic, they used to be flip switch boards. Pretty cool. All right, we're through 10,000 feet. Landing lights are off. Start switches are off. Nice and smooth up here. We'll release the cabin. Flight attendants can start the in-flight services. What side looks better? Probably this side right now. There's some dumplings into the steam. Should be ready by cruise. Yes, please. Yes, please. Kev, I hope you're ready for the amount of food that we're going to be eating in Houston, man. Like, I hope you're ready, dude. I've already planned to gain like 5 to 10 pounds. As absurd as that may sound, I'm ready. I'm wholeheartedly ready, man. And also, are you there on Wednesday night or are you there on Thursday night? I can't remember. Hopefully you're there Wednesday night, but I can't remember which nights you're there, Wednesday or Thursday. We'll have to coordinate everything. First time catching a live. I'll get status someday. Chris, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hey, first for everything, right, my man? Whatever the 22nd is. Okay, that's Thursday. Okay, so you're there Thursday. So you're there Thursday with everybody. Okay. Have you tried the FT-Sim PMDG sound pack? I have not, Micah. I've heard good things about it, but I have not tried it. No. What are your top 3 must-have add-ons for Microsoft? A good third-party airplane, so your choice of Phoenix, BAE 146, CRJ 700, PMDG 737, whatever. Get at least one good solid third-party airplane. FS Realistic, in my opinion, must-have. And Navigraph subscription, the Navigraph Ultimate subscription. Those are probably my 3 top. Navigraph for the charts and for your AIRAC data for all of your airplanes and the simulator. The default simulator AIRAC data just isn't quite up to par. It leaves a lot to be desired. It actually is missing quite a few waypoints as well. But yeah, those would be probably my top 3. A good third-party airplane, FS Realistic, and Navigraph Ultimate. Yeah. GSX Pro is up there. I think GSX Pro makes my top 7, top 10. I don't know if it's my top 3 though. I think I'm sticking to my top 3, where you just get yourself a really good third-party add-on airplane that you can have hundreds of hours flying, learning, figuring out. Get yourself FS Realistic, because it completely changes the game, man. There's nothing, it's funny, man, like I'll I get videos recommended to me all the time and stuff like that, right, as a content creator. So sometimes I'll go and I'll find these videos and I just watch people and they don't have FS Realistic, and you watch them land and a 400 foot per minute landing looks like a 50 foot per minute landing, right? Because there's no camera movement, there's no camera shake, there's no nothing. It's just way too smooth and way too like unnatural. Like when you're landing, there's forces, right, and stuff that are going on. Put exclamation point scenery 2 for the scenery that I'm using for Tampa, but I'm using Vertical Sim Tampa Bay. Vertical Sim. Navigraph is literally a must-have. It is. Yeah, it really is, man. It really, really, really is. Now, arguably, everybody's going to have a different, everybody's going to have a different top 3, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, like, my top 3, for sure. Any updates on the EFB? Nope. Nope. How do you know when to retract the flaps? Just captain's instinct or optimized speed for climb? So, Joseph, if you actually pay attention on here, you'll see a little 1. You'll see a green 1. You'll see a green 1, then you'll see a green 5, then you'll see a green 2, then a green 1, and then you'll see a clean, or a 0, like a flaps clean. So it actually tells you on your speed tape when it's okay to bug up, or when it would be appropriate to bug up. That's how you tell. Would you like you to come on the Wednesday and said, I mean, that's completely up to you, dude. Dan, there's a bunch of us that are there on Wednesday night. Myself, Dan, Midnight Maverick, Flyboy. Wow, that was actually really cool. Did you see that? That was like one of the first lightning strikes I've actually seen that stayed within the cloud range. That was pretty cool. Yeah, myself, Dan, Flyboy, Midnight Maverick, and I think a couple others are there on Friday or on Wednesday. So it's completely up to you, man. Completely up to you. And then I think a lot of people are coming on Thursday. So like, don't feel bad that if you're coming in on Thursday. I think I would say 75% are coming in on Thursday, including Smitty. You know what I mean? Smitty, Zach, Justin, Jarvis. I think like everybody's Les O'Reilly. They're all coming in on Thursday night. So really up to you, dude. Really up to you. If you can, what airport are you flying into, Kevin? Would you be flying into Bush or would you be flying into Houston Hobby? Probably not Houston Hobby, right? So if you are flying into Bush, if you can, for the sake of your wallet, for the sake of your wallet, try and plan a flight in around 4:30, because I think Dan gets in at like 4:45, and I think Flyboy's in at like 5:15. So we're going to pick both of them up at the airport. So if you can somehow plan a Wednesday arrival and you're there around, that wasn't very realistic, and you're there around that time, you can obviously just jump in and we can go from there, right? So, yeah. Anyways, late for a meeting. Enjoy the rest of the stream. See you Thursday. Jarvis, take care, man. I will see you on Thursday, dude. As much as I crash landing on FS Realistics, going to give me PTSD. Yes, it will. I'm going to shake forever. Nice ground scenery with the Louisiana Delta. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot about this. This is the shipping lane, correct? This is where the big ships go down. Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is like the shipping lane, correct? Well, I mean, it saves you $100 taking a cab from Bush, right, Kevin? That was the same offer that I gave Dan and Flyboy. I told them, I said, you guys can split on a cab, or you can split on a rental car if you really want, or if you just plan, flights are planned accordingly, we can just, Maverick and I can go and pick you up. Maverick's got a real fancy Tesla, dude. I actually can't wait to ride in that. I've never, actually, no, I have. I've gone in AlexSiu. I've been in his Tesla before. That's the Mississippi. Doesn't it lead to here? The Mississippi leads to here, right? This is the shipping port. It's pretty cool. They have like entryways all over. They have entryways here. They have entryways here. Like, are these all... Now, are these naturally forming, or are these like built-in canals? Have they kind of formed all of this? Or is this just how it happens? And is there anything out here? It looks like there's stuff out here. It looks like there's like roads, and that would be a pretty crazy place to live, man. I don't know what's out here, though. It doesn't look to be like a whole lot. It's all natural. That's how it happened. It's kind of cool. Not trippy. Might do this so I get to eat. That was mostly my concern, getting around when we're not at the expo site itself. What's that? Don't worry about a car, man. There's so many vehicles, dude. I have a rental car. Les has a rental car. Maverick has his Tesla. Schmitty's coming in his big SUV. So Schmitty's SUV, I'm pretty sure, can have like 7 or 8 passengers. So we have more than enough vehicles for everything. Yeah. Zach is there at 3 p.m. That's right, Zach. Yeah, 3 p.m. on Thursday. Mopar gets in, I think, at 5:30 on Thursday. The plan was to pick Mopar up at the airport and then go for barbecue, Texas barbecue. All right, Cap, got to head off. Have a great flight and good luck. Hopefully, you won't need a number to call during this flight. Hopefully not. Take care, my man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for becoming a member as well, dude. Thank you. Can you do a flight from Edmonton to Kelowna soon? That'd be a good one, Noah. Yeah. They're the first to evacuate when they have a hurricane down there. Got you. Okay. That's crazy. So there is a little town right here, right? Like there are people that live here, or is it not? Actually, I don't know if that does. That kind of just looks like... It's weird. I don't see like any houses or anything. The ortho isn't the best out here, but I don't really see any roads or houses. There may be some stuff, I guess, here. Yeah. You're arriving at like 1 p.m. On Thursday from Montreal. There you go. I think you're with the... you're going to be with the whole Thrustmaster group. That's when those guys get in. They get in, I think, Thursday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They stay on houseboats. That's pretty cool. Could probably even walk from Hobby to your hotel. You absolutely could. I mean, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but we'll have somebody pick you up for sure. Don't worry. Do not worry, because I think there's 2 of you getting in at the same time, right? There's you and Justin. You're on the same flight in. I don't know where, but my grandmother lives somewhere in the Delta swampy area. Damn, that's crazy. Thank you, Landon. It'll be awesome, dude. Yeah, it'll be awesome, man. Make sure you come and ask for some Captain Canada stickers. Some Captain Canada stickers. All right, guys, bear with me here for a sec. I'm going to have my lunch real quick. I'm going to leave you guys with some nice outside views here of us leaving the beautiful Delta. Give me a couple minutes. Gonna just crush some lunch. I'll get some tunes on for you guys here, and I will be right back. You are Tampa Tower, please have mercy on our souls. We're all pretty good, man. We kind of all know what to do. Do not you worry, my friend. Do not you worry. Hey, it's our intro song. One right is closed. Yeah, I've gotten one left planned right now. I don't know if that's the landing runway, but I'm planning one left. These are 040 at 7. Just tuned in where we're at. I was having lunch. Pardon me. And we are over the Gulf. Smack dab in the Gulf. I would say like 80% of our flight, maybe even more. 85 to 90% of our flight is just over water today. Out here in the Gulf of Mexico. The Gulf of Mexico. It's crazy how big this hole. There's a lot of water, man. There's a lot of water. Just had the biggest missed approach of my life. Flew over the runway. Uh-oh. Richie, top of descent into Boston in 10 minutes. There you go. We are 124 miles from top of descent. Stream your stuff on Twitch, not live right now though. Got you, Jack. Got you. The runway did not have lights. That's not good. Exactly where the meteorite that killed the dinosaurs hit. Is that where it is? Can't do over water. It's just so boring. Plus, I get PTSD from the square grid oceans of X-Men 11. I remember those days. Yeah. How are you getting into Houston direct via Toronto with United? No. Ottawa, Toronto, Houston with Air Canada. Calvin. Air Canada. ECAP, can you get GSX on Xbox? You can't, Bellis, unfortunately, man. No, fortunately not. I don't think it'll ever end up coming over. I just don't see it coming over. I just don't see it. I don't mind flying over the ocean though, Kevin, or even big bodies of water, as long as like we have some clouds and stuff to spice it up a little bit. A little bit of cloud layer here and there, some storms, some fronts moving in, you know. That stuff's cool. Take care, Cody. Have a great night, man. Hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. I think for this week, what we're going to do is we're going to fly the Phoenix on Thursday, and then we're going to try the Headwind A330 on the weekend. Maybe we can do a long haul, not really that long, maybe like a 4 or 5 hour flight or something on the weekend. That's kind of my plan. That's kind of what I was thinking. You guys agree with that one? Is that a good plan? Decent plan? Because I do want to try the Headwind. There's been a lot of people who have been suggesting the Headwind, so. Free the Expo will be via Southwest, PDX to Vegas, Vegas to Houston. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And you'll be on Southwest, so you're flying into Houston Hobby. You'll be right there, you know. I wouldn't have much of a choice when the heavies drop. Probably have to take the 330, the 777-74 over the water at some point. Absolutely. Yeah. Toronto to Calgary. We're actually going to be in Europe, Noah. So yeah. It was good, Ken. Thanks for asking, man. It was good. A330 Neo Swiss Ops. But did they have the A330 Neo, Captain Don? I thought there was only a couple operators that had the A330 Neo. Weren't you guys saying it was, who had it? Condor Whoa, there's a plane right under us, right there. I think Condor. Who's the Spanish carrier? Iberia, Condor. I think that's it. Are there only like 2 operators? Does the released headwind have VNAV yet? I saw the Alpha. It does, Greg. Yeah. TAP as well. Air Portugal does. Okay. TAP from Lisbon to Gran Canaria. We've already done that, Rohan. We've done that actually. We did a TUI jet, I think it was, into Gran Canaria, and then we actually flew the ATR around Gran Canaria as well. So we'll see, man. Air Mauritius. Okay. You don't think Iberia does? I thought they did. Huh. Condor, Delta, Virgin, Cebu, TAP. Some Cebu could be cool. Go fly in the Philippines again. Okay. All right. We'll try and figure something out. Air Portugal could be cool. We could do some Lisbon, in and out of Lisbon ops. I don't know. I'll spend the week kind of doing a little bit of research and figuring out where they take these flights, and we'll kind of plan for there. Has anyone heard of the airline called Play? No. Cebu to Hong Kong, that's a long one. There's no stream tomorrow. No. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Devere, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, dude. What is this music? Stop. Might have to check out the Headwind 330. Not a big long haul guy, but it's sounding great amongst channels. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why my chat's been suggesting it for a while now. So, It Airways also have the E330s, okay. Air Belgium, Azul, Cebu. Play is Iceland based. Okay, interesting. Oh, Hizzer, we've already done that plenty of times, my man. Very challenging approach. Awesome approach, though. A lot of fun. Cebu Pacific Ops would be great. They would be. I'd have to try and figure out where we could fly it, though, but... I'm surprised that everybody that doesn't operate the 330 right now, Kyle, a lot of the 330s that are flying are fairly old. Pardon me. I'm surprised that more carriers aren't operating the 900, the Neos yet. Caps, since you weren't able to stream yesterday, can we get a makeup after dark stream like Truck Summer Farm Sim? Yep, that's kind of what I planned this week. We'll see if I have time. I should have time, but we shall see, man. Something's been weird with, hold on. Okay, whoever was trying to just get points, you can try it now. Try your points command now. It should work. I just restarted the Streamlabs Cloud bot because I noticed last stream it wasn't working either. People were trying to pull up their points and it wasn't working. So, British Airways 777-300 ER. As soon as we get the PMDG 777, man. What's my favorite plane? I don't really have one, to be honest with you. I'm kind of an av geek. I don't really have a specific one. Do you agree with the majority of Aerosoft should focus on one plane before starting a new one? I mean, it's not a new one, Kane, no matter how you look at this, right? It's not. If you really think about it, man, if they're developing an A330, they've announced an A330 Neo as the next project. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same airplane. Nothing is really changing. You're changing wingtips and you're changing engines. That's pretty much it. It's virtually the same plane. Now, if they had said that they were building something completely different, if they said that they were going to be, you know, oh, hey guys, our next project is, you know, I don't know, any other airplane, a 787, a 707, anything, I would have been like, yeah, okay, no. But the fact that they announced it, I mean, it's, you can virtually work on the same things at the same time, right? You have to remember also that Aerosoft is a huge company. So I would say what we're waiting for right now with the 330 is probably LNAV, VNAV type of function. Aerosoft has never been the best at the whole VNAV kind of configuring things. So I'm thinking that that's what they're doing. They're going to be, you know, that's probably what's taking so long on the system depth right now on the 330. So the modeling, that's simple to do, man. Model new engines, model new wingtips, and boom, you have a new airplane. So no, I don't know, man. I don't really see any issues. Think about getting FS realistic. Do you just have to adjust the settings for everything? You do, Dan, but one thing that's cool about it, man, is once you do get it and you're running it, you can go to this thing here called Profile Cloud, and you can just download and import. So, for example, I have mine up. So let's say you want mine. I have no sounds, just camera movements. That's how I run mine. So you can do that. If you want to run 737 NG driver, who's also a real-world 737 pilot, you could import his flight. They've got this guy, Hacklier, real sounds for a 737-800 version 1.2. You could download that one as well. So there's a bunch of them, right? There's, even if you don't like mine, there's tons. So you can import that, and they have this for every airplane. Every airplane. So it's not just for the 737. They got it for every airplane. We are 43 miles from top of descent, chat. 42 miles now. So let's go to our descent page. We're going to forecast our descent winds. We're going to pull up the weather here one last time before we start our descent into Tampa Bay. Just frustrates me that they choose to go in the direction of a Neo instead of a 200, which we already have a Neo. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I personally don't really care about what variant it is. If I'm getting an A330, I'm getting an A330. You know, as long as it's not some crazy obsolete variant like the 400 or the 500, you know what I mean? I'm usually okay with getting a 300 or 200. That really doesn't bother me. I guess I can kind of see how that could upset some other people. Maybe they want, like, you know, exact realism. I don't know. But for me, that's not really my concern. My concern is just getting the airplane. I don't really care what variant it is that we're getting. I don't know. Does this flight sim work off MacBook? I have no clue. Which one did you pick out of the 350 or the 777? I don't know. I've never flown on either. No, I've never flown on either of them. Had to think about the 777 for a second, but I don't think I've ever been on a 777. Been on a 787. Never been on a 777. All right, 36 miles to top of descent, chat. Everything's looking good. Weather showing 040 at 7 knots. 10 mile visibility, scattered at 4,700. Scattered at 7,000, 30 degrees, 2.9er, 8.9er. Not bad. Cat, pull up Apple Stream. The headset they just released is mind-boggling. Must have to snag the headset. What, like VR? I'm happy it's the 300 as I've flown a fair bit more than the 200. There you go. I mean, I don't, like I said, to me it doesn't, that's not, like, I'm not going to get upset, you know. The sim doesn't work natively on Mac, but if you emulate Windows, you can definitely play Microsoft. Okay, there you go. It's more than VR? Okay, interesting. How much does it cost? $10,000? It's basically what Google Glass was trying to do. Okay. I don't really follow all that, Jay. I don't know a lot about that. I'm assuming it's like VR plus, like you said. Did you do wind request right before descent? Yep, usually about 30 to 40 miles out. Do your wind request, and then that will help your descent, right? You don't have to do this. This just helps your descent. And it also, you know, it can change, you know, if you have like a crazy wind, right? Certain times of the year, right? If we were doing this flight like winter time, we'd probably have a wicked tailwind. Probably close to like 90, 100 knots, right? Because the jet stream in the wintertime is just that much stronger. So that's when it might come down, because you might have to start your descent 20, 30, 40 miles before you usually do. You know? What do spoilers do? They create drag off the wing. So these mechanical spoilers go up and it disrupts the airflow, which in return can slow the aircraft down. Bunch of Air Canada's near Transat ops. Yes. Yeah. Been on both 350 and the 777 are beasts and fun to fly on. There you go. Basically, you wear them in real life, you can see through them. It sounds like a pipe dream, Jay. That sounds like something that's in very early development that probably won't be out for a couple of years. But I don't know, it's Apple. They got as much money as... They're going to be one of the wealthiest companies in the world. Which regional aircraft do you recommend for Microsoft? There's the ATR, which is really great, which is on the Microsoft Marketplace. There's the CRJ by Aerosoft, which is really good. The CRJ 700, 900, 1000. Great product as well. A lot of fun. Sorry, 550, 700, 900, 1000. They have all four. What else is good? We've got the BAE 146, if you're interested in that. That is available as well. The Raise 2, 5,000 feet, chat. So let's bug up 5,000. What else is there, chat? We're going to have the Fokker soon. Just Flight's Fokker is coming out soon, I believe. So that should be good fun to try and fly. That'll be interesting. I don't know. I would say skip the E-Jets for now. Yep. Skip the E-Jets for now. Maybe if the E-Jets end up being something in the future, we can take a look at that. But yeah. Still got my days as an Apple employee or history. Oh. The MD-80, I don't know if I'd call that a regional. I feel like the MD-80 is more of like a medium haul. I don't know. Chat, do we consider, would the MD-80 be considered a regional jet? I don't know. It's weird. The Fokker 50, I think that's what they're doing. The F-28, I forget which one they're doing. Flown a Fokker F-28. It was my first ever jump seat landing into Northern Australia. Man, it's so cool, Steele. I love that, man. Thank you for your membership earlier, Steele. I think I missed that. I might have missed that at the beginning of the stream, Steele. Thank you, man. Appreciate you if I didn't get that. Took off from Houston, and you're right, the weather sucks. Yeah, it's crazy today. They're doing the F-28, got you. MD-80 was always on regional routes. Interesting. Do you remember the Jetsco MD-80s? I don't. Did we have a lot of them here? Was there a lot of Jetsco? I don't really remember them. I don't remember them all that much, the Jetscos. No. It's weird. Norfolk to Atlanta used an MD-80. Now it's a 7.5. I think the 7.5 is the next one in the fleet to go, isn't it? All those 7.5s. I was told not to go outside because of the pollution from the fires in Nova Scotia and Alberta. Yeah, it's really bad today. There's, I got a warning this morning on my phone. Had the warning on my phone. What does it say? Does it still give me the warning? It does. Smog/smoke warning. Air quality has been deteriorated in major Canadian cities. More than 150 wildfires burning across northern Quebec and Ontario will push thick, low-level smoke south in the next coming days. Poor air quality will overspread southern Ontario and Quebec through early this week that could reach dangerous levels for some. Smoke could significantly obstruct the sun and send air quality readings into the record territories in Ottawa on Tuesday. That's today. No, that's tomorrow. Vulnerable persons in and around the National Capital Region and the Metro Montreal should prepare to deal with wildfire smoke. Yeah, damn, that looks crazy for tomorrow. Holy shit. That's pretty wild. Damn. Captain UK, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Out of complete interest, feel free to not answer, but out of interest, what phone do I have? I have an Apple. The most newest Pro, 13 Pro, 14 Pro, 13 Pro, I think. Yeah. Thoughts on the new Comac? I saw whatchamacallit's video on it. I don't looks cool. I don't know, man. Looks like an A220, does it not? It literally looks like an A220. That's like my first thoughts when I saw it. So. Lots of fires are straight north from you in Ottawa? Yes, they are. Yeah. Need some rain. All the lawns are burnt? Yep. Noel Phillips. Yeah, thank you. Smoke made it down to Colorado a few weeks ago. That was from Edmonton, probably. North of Edmonton, those fires. That was pretty crazy. Trailer Park Boys are burning the weed fields in Nova Scotia. Nice. How's it been out there for you lately? Good, man. No issues. No issues. That looked like an A320, but the Chinese replica. Nah, the nose looks exactly like an A220. And then it's using this. It's using the CFM leaps, just like the A220 as well. I don't know. Did Noel whine about how comfortable the C-19 was? Can't stand that guy for how much of a princess he is. He's interesting, man. He's definitely the. He's definitely used to his business class and first class travels. I don't mind Noel. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I find it. The problem is I find a lot of these guys, you know, Sam Chewy, Noel Phillips, a lot of them, man, I just find they're so used to flying business class and first class all the time that when they do have to fly business, it's just, I find it more of like a slap in the face to like the regular average user because of the way that they, you know, the things that they say about it. I think they forget that not everybody can spend $10,000 on a first class business class ticket, you know what I mean? Most people, 99% of people can't. You know, that's where I think that slightly some of them are a little bit out of touch with reality sometimes. But again, you know, if you were used to flying business class and you're used to, you know, eating with a silver spoon all the time, yep, absolutely. I could understand how, you know, moving back into economy could be, but at the same point, you're, you know, it's literally, that's your job. You can never forget that. That is your job. And 1089 on the frequency, 10890, we'll bug that up. 10890, we'll bug that up. Good. And then we're looking for a front course today of 007. 007. No, I listen, we spoke about this earlier. I think you're absolutely silly if you're buying, if you're not paying. If the company is paying, sure, go business class, first class, absolutely. If it's a tax write-off, sure, go business class, first class, whatever you want. But like if you're actively paying out of pocket to ride like business class and first class, and you're paying thousands upon thousands of dollars extra, it's just crazy, dude. Like there's so many better things you could be spending your money on, you know? I've always said it. If you're gonna splurge, which I don't, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're gonna splurge and you want to enjoy travel, do it like, you know, do it when you show up at the airport and they offer you, hey, you know, we have, you know, there's first class available if you're interested for a small upgrade fee, stuff like that. That's totally worth it, man. I've even mentioned to you guys, I have a flight going down, right? So if I were to, just for example, if I were to book my flights from Ottawa to Houston for Flight Sim Expo, if I were to book business class, they were $2,500 round trip, all right? $2,500 round trip. That's about, well, it was $2,500 plus tax, so closer to $2,800, $2,900 round trip. It ended up being like, I think my economy tickets were $700 round trip is what I think it came out to be. I then put in an upgrade request. So as soon as I got my seats and I picked my seats and everything, I put in an upgrade request, which means that through the app, you can put in it's like a bidding system and you can choose to bid. My bid, or my like, it wasn't even minimum, I moved it slightly, it was $175. So $175 each way from Toronto to Houston and then Houston back to Toronto, 3 hours and 40 minutes on the airplane, about 4 hours. Was $175. That's how you get away with riding business class, first class. You don't just outright buy these tickets and spend that kind of, it's so absurd, dude. There's another channel that I've been getting in my recommended lately. It's called Tech Trendy. It's another British guy, and he goes around and he rides all these like ferries and river boats and airplanes, and dude, this guy's spending 12 grand to go on like a ferry for like, you know, 48 hours, 64 hours. And dude, it's insane, man. It's insane what these people, like, it blows my mind that things like this even exist for people, you know what I mean? So what's more expensive, first class or business class? Really depends, to be honest with you. For the most part, I think they're kind of the same now, you know? Yeah. I love Tech Trendy, but his lifestyle is just not realistic. Dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, you know what? There's one thing I will like about him, YouTube Noob, is that he actually says how much he pays for these things, so you can at least see just like how unachievable and unattainable it is. It's crazy, man. Like I said, dude, going on a 3-day ferry, a 72-hour riverboat, and it's costing over 10,000 USD. It's like, bro, what? Who is doing this? Who has that kind of money to be doing this type of stuff? Like, it's crazy, man. Business and first are the same. Yes. In North America, at least, I'm pretty sure. Cap, what happens if we do not set the course? I don't know what happens in the course. I've heard people say that it's fine. You don't have to set it, but I always set it because I just think it helps with the ILS process. But I'm not entirely sure if you were to not do it, what would happen. Simple Flying has some good flight reviews. There you go. I mean, they're a dime a dozen now, right? There's so many. That's kind of like the same as live streaming, same as like flight sim live streaming, content creation, right? There's so many channels out there that are doing it now. That it's good for us as watchers and viewers. It gives us tons of options. But to me, like, just one thing about these channels that I just kind of like, I don't mind watching some videos, but I'm not going to watch all the videos. I'm going to watch certain videos that like may be interesting because it's like, you know, a Canadian flight or a flight that I've done or a flight that I want to do or something like that. But it's just like somebody mentioned, I think YouTube Noob said, it's just so unrealistic, right? To like, you know, pay these $7,500 6-hour flight for $7,500 and just stupidest costs and charges and stuff, man. It's just so far out of reality. It's just not even, you know, it makes it not enjoyable, and I totally get that. I would much rather see somebody flying economy like the rest of us normally would, and doing a review on economy, what it's like to do long hauls on economy with the food and the service that's provided, because that's what everybody can relate with. I think it's cool if you can like somehow showcase every once in a while, showcase what it's like to do a certain flight in business class or first class, but you know, to only fly around the world in business class in these $10,000 seats and stuff, it's like, okay, man. I don't know. If you don't set the course in the airplane, we'll approach the ILS antenna at whatever course is set. It's always set on course. There you go. Alex Pregleski, aviation and Calgary-based YouTuber, super great content. That's realistic. Yep, I watch his videos, man. Alex Pregleski, I am a subscriber. Cap, how's the diet meal prep going? Good, man, really good. I don't really check. I kind of check like every week now. Last I checked, I was down over 32 pounds. 32 pounds, and we're coming up on 3 months. 3 months since I started the diet. I think we've got another week left for 2 weeks left for 3 months. Yeah, at the end of June, it'll be 3 months. So pretty good, man. I mean, and all of that is like, I'm doing a little bit more exercise, but like not really, man. The only thing that I've changed is my diet, dude, and my eating habits. I'm not eating past, you know, I don't eat past 10 o'clock at night. I'm sticking to my 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and having little snacks in between, like little snacks. Like I have a food scale and I scale out portion amounts and stuff. And at the beginning it was a little bit harder. Now I'm pretty much used to it, man. My stomach has kind of shrunk to a point now where like when I do have my cheat day, my 1 day a week where I kind of eat whatever I want, even like on my cheat days, man, I find that I'm just eating so much less than what I normally would used to. You know, 3,500 USD for the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, no thanks. No thanks, man. Have fun with that, dude. What do we got? Tampa approach 11815. Let's go. We're gonna pause our music here, chat. 11815. Things are gonna happen here quickly now. We've got approach online. We'll bug up approach 11815. I think that's what he gave me. 11815. Good. Do we have the ATIS in Tampa? We do. ATIS Information Echo. And we're expecting one left for arrival. Beautiful. Tampa approach. Good afternoon. Southwest 1499. Descending 9,600. We've got ATIS Information Echo on board.
Southwest 1499. Low squawk ident.
Ident. We'll ident for him. Good. And we're through 10,000 feet, so we'll get landing lights, start switches, wing lights, and we'll also ding the cabin for arrival. Chat. Beautiful. Cool. And the last thing we need to do is our minimums. Minimums are 211.
Southwest 2457, contact Tampa approach 118.5.
18.5, Southwest 2457. See.
DX11 or 12. I'm currently on DX11. I really think the only time you should be using DX12 is if you're running frame generation. I don't think DX12 is stable enough if you're not running frame gen.
1499, Tampa approach radar contact 25 miles west of the Tampa Airport. Descend via the raise 2, arrival expected visual approach 1 left, altimeter 2989er.
Descend via the raise 2, we'll expect the visual 1 left, 2989er, Southwest 1499.
Southwest 2895, yep.
Sasha, hello my friend. See the trend here? Ridiculously high prices for shit you don't need. Example 1, business class 2, whatever Apple Glass thing is. Where's the world going? I think it's kind of crazy to release a product like that, man. $3,500 for like a VR. It's not a VR headset, but whatever it is. I don't know. Kind of crazy. Where/what do you do for your flights? I struggle looking for short flights. Where/what do you use? I use Flight Radar 2.4, Flight Connections. Flight Radar 2.4 is awesome, man. Flight Radar 2.4, I'll show you the best option, why I think Flight Radar 2.4 is the best. Because you can literally just go like this, and you can put in an airport. You can find an airport. Let's say you want to depart out of Tampa Bay. Click on Tampa Bay International Airport. You go to departures. Boom. Look at that. You've got a never-ending list of there's literally 50 places to go. Crazy, right? Atlanta, Denver, Houston, Montgomery, Chicago, San Juan, Detroit, Chicago, Baltimore, Akron, Baltimore, New Orleans, Philadelphia, Panama City, New York, Phoenix, Houston, Atlanta, Charlotte, Seattle, Wilmington, Boston, Cincinnati, Aguadilla, Frankfurt, there you go, Nashville, Tallahassee, Chicago, Dallas.
Tampa approach.
It's never ending.
Southwest 2895 with you, 115.
That's what I do, but I managed to find over 1 hour flights for some reason.
Southwest 2895.
Find a regional airport.
Approach hello, squawk ident.
Oh, you got it, Jack. Question is, can you use the orange YouTube with Apple Glass? Am I missing something? When is coming out? June 23rd. Summer. June 23rd. About 3 weeks. 3 weeks out. Just shy of 3 weeks. Love flying around Florida. So many good pay-away airports with short flights. Florida's amazing, dude. Yeah, Florida's a lot of fun. And the weather's usually either really spicy or really beautiful.
JetBlue 2826, climbing out of my airspace. Jacksonville Center is unfortunately offline. Regular service terminated. Free and chain approved. Have a good one.
Chad, I'm almost positive this is Indian Rocks Beach, is it not? Somewhere along this coast? I think it is. Alright, so we do have a speed restriction. We're just going to make sure that it intercepts that. Okay, we're at it now, so we need to go 210 on the speed. Joe, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Do you have vertical sim scenery? I have all of vertical sim sceneries, Andre, yeah. Good friend of the channel, my friend. Good friend. Alright, we're going to go flaps 1. Going to help bring us down to 210 knots for our restriction.
Tampa departure, Southwest 2999.
Oh, never mind. There is not even the speed restriction. It's not yet. That's my bad. Let's keep this up at 230 for now.
2999, approach, hello. Radar contact.
I was misreading the chart. I thought it was for this waypoint, but it's not. 210 is at Phelan.
Left heading 280 and climb.
So we'll keep 230 in.
12,000, Southwest 2999.
Gotta get Tampa waiting on a sail. Yeah, Tampa's beautiful, dude. I'm so happy he released it. I was bugging him for so long, man. There's Clearwater International. I wish somebody made some Clearwater, because then we could do some Allegiant ops. Allegiant flies into Clearwater. I'm pretty sure they have a cool RNAV approach into there.
Southwest 2999, what was that heading again? 280. 280, Southwest.
Cap, what would you with the scenery after a flight? I uninstall as it takes up way too much scenery. No, I have it all installed, man. I have a 4 terabyte SSD that I keep everything on.
2813, radar contact 40 miles west of Tampa Airport. Descend by the race 2, arrival expected. Visual approach plane 1.
That Calgary scenery got a huge update as well, Kevin, already. Maybe some corporate ops, maybe in the longitude? Maybe, Joe. I'm not the biggest corporate guy. I really do enjoy flying my tube liners around. So I'm not quite sure. Never say never, right? But you've lived in Tampa? Very cool. I grew up going to Tampa, man. I have my grandmother owned property here.
Contact Tampa approach 118.5.
So is that for Southwest 1499, 118.5? I think that was for us. We'll call him. 1185. Tampa approach, good afternoon. Southwest 1499. ATIS information. Echo, I believe. 5,500.
Says 1499, Tampa approach, hello, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 1499. The EDIS wasn't showing when I double clicked it. Ah, there it is. Echo. It is Echo. Cool. All right, 210 on the speed. We're going to keep descending to 3,000 feet. We're going to go vertical speed now. We're going to go at about 1,000 feet per minute because I know that they want to get us in for a... we'll go 1,200 feet per minute. I know they want to get us in for a visual approach. So we'll go and get ourselves nice and low now. There's the big Tampa bridges. This is the bridge I always used to go across. That's the bridge. We take it down here. I think we would get, yeah, this is the off-ramp because there's the water place, the treatment place, yep. And then it was up this road all the way up here. Literally took this road all the way up. And then it was a left turn, and then it's somewhere over here. It's where my grandmother, very close. And you could walk in about 10 minutes to the Indian Rocks Beach is where it was. I love Florida, man.
Tampa 2032 approach, hello.
How do you plan what flights you do in a week? I personally have a folder with about 300 flights. I just use Flight Radar 24, man. I use Flight Suggestion channel in my Discord. I look at flights. People suggest flights and stuff all the time. I look at all those, and then from there I go to Flight Suggestions, and I try to piece it together so we can keep our real world flight ops and stuff. 154. Left turn 090 vectors for final. 1499. All right, right turn. Sorry, left turn 090. Let's go flaps. 5 degrees.
So 2895, Tampa approach, hello, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till they fix that, Joe. Not interested in not using photogrammetry. I'll wait till they fix it, and then we can take a look at that MCO scenery. But in its current position, not interested. Current state,
so
sorry.
1499, left turn heading 030, port to field at 11 o'clock, 10 miles.
030, report to airport and state, Southwest 1499. Interesting question. Do you ever get bored of flying? No. Because I usually... Fuck, dude, he's got us real high. No, because I fly different airplanes, different airports. I fly all around the world. So no, I don't. Not really. And Southwest 1499, we got the feet.
Southwest 1499, cleared visual approach, remain 1 left.
Good visual approach, 1 left. Southwest 1499. All right,
So
drop them.
95 traffic, 11 to 10
Let's go.
o'clock, northeast.
Tower's 19.5, we'll bug that up.
2700 feet port side.
Yep, traffic inside.
So 2895, all
25.
traffic, cleared visual approach, remain 1 left.
Following traffic, clear visual approach.
Flaps 10 degrees.
So 1499, contact tower 19.5, take care.
195, we'll see you, Southwest 1499. All right, Tower 19.5. Tampa Tower, hello, Southwest 1499, visual 1 left. Flaps 15 degrees. Bug up final approach speed. 154.
Southwest 1499, Tampa Tower,
Flaps
wind
25.
1007, gust 17, runway 1 left, clear to land.
1 left, clear to land, Southwest 1499. All right, I'm taking control of the airplane. He got us a little bit high on that approach. I'm gonna go flaps full. Try and get us back on track here. I'm gonna go joystick cam on as well, guys. Enjoy the arrival. We are taking control a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but that's okay. We'll fly the approach. I'm also gonna kill the...
1499, Tampa Tower. Looks like you're a bit high. If you need to go around, just let me know. I'll give you instructions.
Nah, we're fine. Had some spicy vectors. We're all good though. We're getting back now. All right, cool.
1499, roger.
Looks good. We're on slope now. Speed looks great. A little bit gusty. Cool.
1,000.
Sounds are going up. Enjoy the arrival, my amigos. Catch you down on the ground. Let's go.
Delta 2124, contact departure 118.15.
Yeah. I can't describe what just happened. Watch our stall speed. It just went up to 170 knots. I don't know why it would have done that, but definitely just got a stick shaker. Look at the stall speed. Look at how it's bouncing right up to our VREF. That was
500.
dangerous, dude. Look at these winds, bro.
400.
Holy shit.
Sync rate.
Oh my god, we're gonna die, chat. What is going on with the airplane right now?
200. Minimums.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Goes down, reversers into the wind. Jesus. Get the hell off this runway, chat.
That was 1499, welcome to Tampa, right enable contact ground point 7, see ya.
Ground point 7, Southwest 1499. We'll see you. Thanks for ATC, dude.
That was 2895, Tampa Tower, winds 1007, gust 17, runway 1 left, clear to land.
Was that, man? I don't know if I've ever seen the speed tape behave like that, chat. That was actually incredible. 100% we should have gone around. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, that was real interesting. At one point I literally thought we were about to fall out of the sky. I think we're going to airside Charlie, correct? I believe that's where Southwest parks. Yeah, we're going over to airside Charlie. So we'll let Tower know we're vacated Whiskey 6. And ground Southwest 1499 vacated Whiskey 6. That
Southwest
was spicy.
1499 to the ground. Would you like airside Charlie today?
Sorry, can you repeat that for Southwest 1499?
Would you like the Charlie airside today?
Yes, Charlie airside if possible, please.
Southwest 1499, roger that. Taxi to parking via Whiskey Bravo 1.
Whiskey Bravo 1 for Southwest 1499, thanks. Alright, Whiskey. This is Whiskey. We're going to then take a right onto... Man, I don't... That was gotta be the craziest winds I have ever seen in Microsoft. I don't even At one point, I looked down and I saw winds oscillating between, like, it was like a nice quartering crosswind to then being a tailwind, and then the speed was just going absolute bananas. Chat, I also apologize. We don't even have a replay of that. That whole approach happened so quickly, and we were so high and so fast that I didn't even have time to start the replay. I really do apologize, man. But I don't... that was insane, dude. Insane. Like, I've never seen... Like, you guys physically saw that, right? Like, our speed was at 150 knots, and the stall shaker went all the way up, like, the whatever... The stall buffet, whatever that speed is, went all the way up to 170 knots. So we got stick shaker on short final because I don't know what the hell was going on. That was wild, man. When you pitch up, the stall speed also goes up like crazy. I mean, we weren't pitching up like that crazy, but man, you could just see like the airplane coming in, like even on landing, like it's just like, it was like just almost like bouncing on the air. Wild approach, man. That was one of the hairiest approaches we've done in a long time, chat. Holy shit. I can't believe we kept that legal, and I can't believe we kept that within the numbers and had that good of a landing. 119. Sheesh. That was crazy. Alright, he wants us in at Bravo 1. It's good, and then I guess we'll take, I don't know, 40 or something like that. Yeah, that was gnarly, dude. That was absolutely insane. And the winds are supposed to be like... What are the winds? The winds are supposed to be like something calm. I'm almost positive. Aren't winds like calm? Oh no, there we go. Winds are 1007, gusting 17. Okay. I felt that. Yeah. He said Bravo, not Alpha? I thought we were on Bravo. Yeah, we are on Bravo. Bravo to Bravo 1. When is the next Trucker Sim stream? Probably this week, actually. Maybe on Friday. I want to do some Euro Truck. Haven't done Euro Truck in a while. Do some Euro Truck. Probably this Friday. We'll do it afternoon, though, because it'll be an EU After Dark. EU After Dark. Using the vertical sim Tampa? I am. Yeah.
26, contact tower 19.5.
Over the tower, JetBlue 226. Thanks.
Alright, stand 40 we'll take. Is this Charlie? Yeah, okay, good. Charlie, and we'll go 40. No. Good. Meant to ask earlier, is the Pro or Core of FS Realistic the better option? I think you want FS Realistic Pro. Which one am I using? I don't know. Isn't one a freeware and one a payware? I can't remember. Where was 40? This way. Into golf. What a gnarly ass approach, chat. Now we're in 13 minutes on that flight as well. I think we're a little bit longer. Stupid bug because I turned my head. That sudden tailwind caused your speed tape to go nuts, and that happens on a lesson once, like wings become non-existent for a moment. Damn, that was insane, dude. Like, I looked at our speed, and I was just like, our speed shouldn't, like, we shouldn't be hearing stick shaker right now. Like, what the hell is going on? That's why I figured it was just like not VATSIM, I figured it was just the weather doing insane things. Holy man. We made it, chat. That's all that matters. We made it. We made it within the touchdown. It was legal. And now we get to walk away with 2 great landings today. Obviously, our landing in... the weather was not nearly anywhere this crazy in Narlands. But that was... like I said, that has to be one of the spiciest approaches we've done in a very long time. I don't remember... We had to work hard for some landings this week, but that one was... on a completely different level. Park brakes on, beautiful. APU's on, APU gen is on, APU bleeds are on, engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off, anti-collision light is off, seatbelt sign is off. Can we please get a dance? Please dance. Dance. Nope. Just a bow, chat. We are not good enough for these dances lately. Let's operate the jet bridge. Let's get the airplane in a turnaround state. Hydraulic pumps can come off. Probe heats can come off. We've got our window heat off as well. We're in Florida. Don't need that. Yaw dampers off. Seatbelt signs all the way off. We'll get the right pack off. Isolation valve open. Everything else is there. We'll bug this down to 10,000 again for the next guys. Good. And all of that is well and swell. Let's go ahead and request deboarding. There we have it, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Can we get a dance? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No dances. Remember, guys, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Thanks, everybody, for being here today, man. I really do appreciate it. All the mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So seriously, thank you all very, very much for support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the backbone of this channel. You guys allow me to do this full time, and for that, I am forever, forever grateful. Thank you guys very, very much for support today. Really do appreciate you. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, I want to thank you guys just as much for being here and supporting the streams as well, man. It's not always about the monetary value that's attached to these. It's also about the building this wonderful community. So thank you all very much for being here. You know the plan for Thursday. I don't know where we're going to be flying on Thursday, but we're going to be in the Phoenix A320. Phoenix A320 on Thursday, and then we're going to set up the weekend. We're going to fly in the Headwind A330 Neo. So we'll do some medium long hauls in the A330 Neo this weekend. We'll kind of stretch its legs and we'll see what that is all about. So that should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys all on Thursday in Europe. Should be a great time. Again, I don't know what we're going to be flying. I don't know where we're going to be flying, but it'll be somewhere in Europe. That I can promise you. Kyle's Aviation, thank you so much, man, for the €6. Thank you very much, man.
Great stream, Captain.
Thanks you.
Thanks a lot for keeping me entertained, sir.
No worries at all, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for also becoming a member of this stream, man. I really do appreciate you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed our Southwest stops today. Houston to New Orleans into Tampa Bay. It was a great day of flying, friends. All right, guys, enjoy your start to the week. Everybody, if you're in any of those regions that is affected by the wildfires right now, just be safe, get into some fresh air. And I look forward to seeing you guys all on Thursday, back in the Phoenix. I like this. It's spicy. We did the Phoenix last week, 737 this week, back in the Phoenix, and we'll do the Headwind A330 Neo as well for Thursday. All right, guys, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful start to the week. Catch you guys all on Thursday. Happy landings, my friends.